right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 80 Summer 44, and today, guys, we do our group stage review, guys. And yeah, so if you guys are new around here, click the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button, and of course, there'll be a link to the StreamYard, in the community tab if you want to have your say. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. So, um, let's start. Before we get on with the groups itself, how do you guys feel about this group stage in general? Do you guys think, with the expansion, do you guys? Because I'll be honest with you guys, it felt like the final match day games, most of it was kind of dead rubber games.
Honestly, it's been fun. Like, yes, those dead rubber games, but I honestly think this was, I would say, even more fun than 4 years ago. Because
Mm.
you had these interesting results, which I don't know if we were going into, but it's just that it makes it more fun, basically. You know, you saw this last year where Cape Verde and Saudi needed a win. But obviously, Cape Verde got the win. So, I mean, I love this group stage. It was so much fun. Even those smaller games was fun.
All right, how do you feel, Tan, about this group stage?
To be honest, now that it's actually happened, my initial thoughts prior to the tournament or the group stage starting, I thought this would be actually a little bit more interesting. But now, after the fact, like obviously now with hindsight and seeing 72 matches or whatever, I would say this is actually a pretty boring group stage. I'll be honest. Probably on the opposite spectrum of the opinion. I actually think that the expanded format actually made it worse. I would say. I'll be honest. I'm not a big like. Are we ever going to go back to 32? No. So you might as well just bring in 64 teams so that only the top two make it for this case. But I'll be honest. To play 72 games and what do you call this? Eliminate 16 teams. I think it's a little bit of nonsense because we'll have 16 games from now till next week to eliminate 16 more teams. So, to be honest, this group stage probably the worst in a very long time. It's actually not been that good.
Do you think there's another way you could have done the 48 teams?
Yes, do 8 groups of 6, and the top 4, or heck, even top 2 of each group go on. That's all. You want around 15 or around 32, the top 2 or the top 4. But oh well.
Yeah, that would have been a bad idea. But I think they. I mean, I'm trying to think. Why did they do that idea? I guess I made it too long. I guess that's probably the only reason I could think of they didn't do that idea.
What do you mean? We had 72 games. I don't know how long is long.
So yeah, unfortunately, there's not much we could really do about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm also with you, Ten. Like, I just feel like most of the group stage that we didn't like really see that many big casualties. Whereas last World Cup, we had so many big casualties in the group stage. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
All right. So yeah, Brandon, what's your say, man?
yeah, I was gonna say I have kind of like a nuanced view with the World Cup group stage games because I'll be real, like basically most of the results that we saw were expected. Like obviously the favorites winning, like of course Spain, like obviously apart from the Cape Verde draw against Spain, I mean Spain they were expected to beat Saudi Arabia, and then they were expected to beat this putrid ass side of Uruguay. I mean Portugal. I mean sure they drew, but then they beat this Uzbekistan, and so I'll be real with you, like with the favorite sides, with like the favorites winning the World Cup. I think it has gone very straightforward. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, there's been some crazy moments. I'll be real, like what happened yesterday. Like the 3-3. Like I'm still in shock. I'm still thinking about how did that even happen. Or for example, when Cape Verde, sure they drew to Saudi Arabia, but they found out they qualified, or yeah, there's been yeah, I kind of have a like a nuanced view on the group stage games because um, most of the results, most of the wins were expected. I don't think we got like an upset between a small club, as far a small nation versus a big nation. I don't think we saw any upsets. I don't know if I'm, I don't know if I'm correct, but I think we saw mostly straightforward victories against like that we results that we expected.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it. All right, Armand, round us off before we move on to the actual groups itself.
I mean, the group stage had like such a crazy ending to it, but in all fairness, like people were bringing this up, it was very predictable. Like a lot of like the top teams we thought would go through went through easily, and like a lot of people saw with like Asia, like AFC teams that they would like kind of struggle in this tournament, and they all did. Only two nations made it from AFC to the knockouts, so it's not good in that front. But other than that, it was the group stage was like fine, but yeah, all the top teams that we thought would like top their groups did so, and like there was still drama though, so that's like good though. But
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it. All right, so how are we going to break down the groups? So, do you guys want to do by each continent or we go by each group individually? I think it'll be better we do.
Each
I
group.
think each group individually.
Each group,
Yeah.
Okay,
Each group.
okay. I guess that
it
works.
makes sense.
Yeah. Then we're also going to preview the round of 32, guys, but we're not going to do like the round of 60 onwards because, obviously it depends on round of 32. So we're just going to look at the group
Mhm.
stage. And I want to keep this around maybe an hour, hour and a half at most because we do have another game later today. We have the first knockout game. So,
It in like 3 hours, so that's fine.
yeah. All right. So let's start with Group A. And there'll be time description below for you guys in the comments. So Group A, I think we could all agree Mexico topping was pretty expected. Do you
Yeah.
agree with that?
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, pretty boring group. I would say Mexico. I'll be honest, they were so fucking boring. I'll be honest, they were probably the most boring 9-point team I've seen since Belgium 2014. I'll be
Wow.
honest. They come on, were they really that inspiring? Like I was expecting Mexico to be kind of like like the football and everything, like just I didn't really get that. It's just eh. It's kind of given that their group was, I'll be honest, very easy. So I'm underwhelmed with this group. Very underwhelmed.
I don't want to see Czechia qualify ever again.
Yeah, me neither. I never want to
Such a
see these mid
disgusting
ass. I never want to see these mid ass European sides like Czech ever
Yeah.
again.
They had such an easy route to the qualifiers. They had
A soft ass
well,
route.
the hardest team was Croatia for them, and they also had
And they got destroyed
Ireland.
and they got found out.
Yeah,
Like they suck. So,
Honestly, Ireland
and they
should have
lost
been
to the
there.
Faroe Islands.
but honestly, I'm disappointed in Korea actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm very upset with Korea because these frauds, man,
I
especially the
expect
They
coach.
just needed a draw in their final game with South
And they
Africa.
couldn't
They
even do
just
that.
needed a draw.
And they could not even do that. Like a lot of people are blaming the coach for Korea, and rightfully so, because this guy, he's the same guy who 12 years ago he got Korea humiliated. They finished with 1 point, I believe, in a weak ass group apart from Belgium, Algeria, and Russia.
Yeah,
Like he
Algeria
got them
just
group,
destroyed
and
us.
now he got them group again, like in a group that's not so strong, in a group that you could finish first, or you could finish, you could qualify, you can get out. And Hong Young Bo, obviously, he's blamed, and rightfully so. But the players also have to take accountability as well. It's really unacceptable by Korea. This game against South Africa. I think this is one of the most. This is the worst Korea I've ever seen in a while. This is the worst game I've ever seen for Korea.
Yeah, I
Yeah, and you know
mean,
what's funny? Like because I saw a lot of many people make their predictions. I saw many people put them bought on the group, and then after they beat Czech Republic, they're like, no, Korea's back now, and then, you know, we saw how it fell off. So I mean, let's quickly talk about each team real quick. So let's start with Czech Republic. I agree with you guys. These guys were bums.
They are
They're
the
Euro-
Guess
Arsenal.
what? How they made
They
the
They're
are.
Euro merchants. They're Euro
It's basic.
merchants.
well,
It's basically
guess how they made
They
the
led in
World
2
Cup, guys.
games and they bottled it.
Yeah, guys, guess what? How they made the World Cup? It was by the playoffs. It was by the Nations
Well,
League,
They had
and I think
two
they also
home
did it for the
games.
Nations League.
And they had 2 home games.
well,
So
I'll be
I mean, it
honest.
just shows you, man. Wait, sorry. What are you saying? What is that?
Czech Republic were, I said prior to the tournament, they were probably going to be the worst European side. Like, I'll be honest, from open play, there was no open play. The literally only form of attack was Arsenal, set
Or
piece,
Getafe.
throw in, all that sort of stuff. Just
Or
without
Getafe.
success. And I'll be honest, Czech Republic really bored. Like, I did a watch long. Obviously, Sebastian was in it. My God, Czech Republic versus South Africa was so fucking boring.
Yeah, I was.
Fucking winning that game as well.
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie. I fell asleep like the Czech Republic Korea game. I was asleep. I fell asleep.
I
Really?
almost
The
fell
second
asleep.
half was pretty interesting, though.
The first half. The
Okay.
first
Oh,
half. I was
I
asleep.
didn't see the first half of it, but I
Yeah,
only
but-
saw the second half.
Czech Republic.
Arsenal of international football.
And Czech Republic, that last game against Mexico, like Mexico even played their B team. They didn't even play the strongest team, and they still got thrashed.
Yeah,
And Patrick
Well, I
Schick
mean,
I thought they could tie that at the very least. They got destroyed. It's not
Yeah.
good enough.
Patrick Schick
Yeah, but so,
retired.
let me ask you guys this question: do you guys think UEFA needs to revamp their playoff system? Because I think
Yeah.
they need to remove the Nations League stuff.
Oh, they
Yeah,
do.
the Nations League shouldn't have anything to do with
Well, I mean, we'll talk about a certain nation in a bit, but like,
Mm.
for me, I would just remove that bullshit. Like, the Nations League isn't a major competition anyway.
It's just the glorified friendly.
Yeah. So Czech Republic, it's nice
Dude.
to got you back at the World Cup, but there's a reason why you were away for 20 years.
Like, or what you can do with the.
And I hope you never qualify in
Yeah, and you know what's
40
crazy, guys?
years.
Czech Republic, like I even saw Patrick Schick retired, and that just shows you like one of your best players retired from the national team. That's when you know your national team is cooked.
Like,
Yeah,
what,
I think this team was just here to like check all the boxes off. Like, it was just a filler team.
like what you
Bro.
can do with the qualifiers is that you could put the top 2 to qualify directly, and then you can put maybe.
Although I'll say this: the bad part about Czechia getting grouped is that their women, we're not going to see their women in their women supporters, like in this World Cup.
They might go to the
Wait.
next-
Let Sebastian finish.
like in the qualifier. I was saying in the qualifier, you can do the top 2 qualify directly, and then like maybe 4 teams who finish third can go to a playoff or something. Like using the Nations League, yes, that's how we qualified, but that's not really fun.
Yeah, I mean,
that's great.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nations League is not a good metric.
And South Africa is so garbage. The fact that they came second shows how Korea are.
Okay, wait, let's go talk in one at a time. So, yeah, and you know what's crazy, guys? Before we move on about Czech didn't even make it out of the group stage in the Euros. So they got groups at Euros.
I mean, meh. Like, to be honest, they will be, when the World Cup finishes on the 19th of July, no one will ever remember what the fuck Czech Republic even did in this tournament.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
All right, let's move on to South Korea, man. So, let's quickly talk. I know we already talked about South Korea, but let's just go in the group order. South Korea. Hey,
Pathetic.
that Mexico game, man. That was like
the goal they
first South Korea
conceded
match.
was silly, but then they
So
got unlucky
childish.
towards the end against Mexico. Against South Africa, I didn't see any fight from them in the second half. It looked like they were settling for the result,
Yeah.
and they needed a draw.
Do you think they were playing for the draw from the beginning of the game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guys, I told you this
Definitely.
many times. When you play for a draw, more often than not, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, I mean, Korea. They've what in this what 6 halves of football they've played. They only had one good half of football, which was against the worst team in their group. I'll be honest, Korea. I'll be honest. In obviously, it'll be a little bit more of a talking point later on about the Asian teams, so I won't go in depth with it. But for Korea, I'll be honest. I think one of the big reasons why they weren't that good was actually Song Hyung-min. Nowhere
Yeah,
near
it's
good enough.
unwashed.
He wasn't used properly, in my opinion. He wasn't
Yeah,
used.
I think they put him as a false. They put him as a false nine when he's not a false nine.
Yeah, like
He's a he.
they had that striker, O, who played.
Plays in
Like,
Turkey.
Yeah, like you could put him as striker and then put someone as that Cam left forward role, and then for me, Kang Lee was probably their best player. They said that out. Bench player for PSG. But Korea sacked the coach, and hopefully get a better one for the Asian Cup next year.
Yeah, guys, even South Korea weren't even like performing well in Asian Cups. Like they, let's be real, the last Asian Cup they should have not lost. They shouldn't be losing to Jordan.
They haven't
Not
won
even-
since 1960 at the Asian Cup.
And this was
Yeah,
a
it's crazy.
dual. This was
Even
a dual group for Korea. Like
Yeah,
They
this
could
was
have gotten
the
out
should've-
of this group.
Yeah.
It was
And
a global group for
Sorry, like,
everyone.
And
I know
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about South Korea. South Korea could have been playing today in LA, which, and as everyone do know or do not know, LA there are lots of Koreans who live in LA. That could have been an opportunity for Korea to play basically like close to home, and they wasted that chance. Like they could have been playing today in LA where there's lots of Koreans, and they blew that chance away. And now they're at home. They're going home.
Yeah. Yeah, T Dennis, man. What's your thoughts on South Korea, man? Do you think they underperformed this World Cup?
Absolutely, I think. I know South Africa are playing tonight, and congratulations to them. I wanted them to do well before this World Cup purely for nostalgia, but I'm sorry that in terms of like style of play, one of the worst teams in this World Cup in terms of style of play. And Korea, the fact that they lost South Africa makes it even more embarrassing. And yeah, I mean, like it felt like it felt like they went through pretty much. Yeah, after the opening game against Czechia. Normally 3 points on the opening day. You think it'd be enough to go through in this format because all you need is one more point in the next 2 games. But against Mexico, fair enough. They've been one of the most exciting teams in this World Cup, so I won't blame them too much for that. But the South Africa game is what's really killed them. And yeah, it's a dark day for Korean football. I think historically they're probably second behind Japan in terms of reputation in football in Asia. So really, really disappointing for
I think
them.
they're now even behind Australia.
For me, I don't know, like they're technically a part of AFC, but like we Asians, we don't really consider, like we don't really care about them. That's just us.
Australia.
Okay, but yeah, South Korea, man, this is bad. And before we move on, guys, is Son washed or is just that he was mismanaged?
He's
It's not wrong. Like
I think it's a bit of
playing
both.
Major League Soccer.
he's
And
playing.
guys, I was
MLS.
just hearing this out. He hadn't scored an MLS.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And,
he
like,
has gotten older too. He's
I
not
feel
as
like
good as he was.
They should have just focused the team. They should have just built the team around Lee Kang-in.
Yeah. and he is
Yeah,
their best player.
I think they tried to focus too much on Son, and because Son's not that good anymore, it just didn't work out. And I think that's a big problem. You don't want to focus on one player individually. You know, I know
Even
he's
in the
amazing.
last-
I know he's a talent player.
Even in the last Asian Cup, you brought it up earlier, even the games they did win, I know Son scored an amazing free kick, but apart from that, he did absolutely nothing for the whole tournament. So even back then, like when he was, I wouldn't say in his prime, but he wasn't washed, I'd say, he still wasn't that good for South Korea.
Yeah. So for South Korea, man, this is really bad. And for South Africa, man, wow, what a story, man. Like I'm trying to remember when was the last time I saw a team that performed so bad in the first game and then made it through.
Australia.
Argentina,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Australia
Australia's
was
actually a
last
good
World
shout.
Cup.
Yeah, Australia's a good
Argentina
shout.
at the last World Cup. Not that
Oh yeah, I
good,
mean, well, we all knew Argentina would turn it around.
but still,
What about Spain 2010 when they lost to Switzerland?
exactly.
Yeah, that's one of
Yeah.
the biggest ones.
So South Africa, man. I mean, what do you guys think of this team? Do you guys think like they're
Oh, they're
good, or
shit.
you guys think?
They're shit. They're
They're
really
shit.
bad.
They're
I
okay.
still think offensively they do give me
They are
a
really
lot
bad.
of questions.
They're
They
really
are.
bad.
So
They're
you
banging
guys
on
are saying like
defense.
they only made it because of how bad the group is?
Yes.
Yeah,
Come on.
If Czechia didn't give away that penalty and South Africa lost that game, would they have made it? Because I don't know if they would have.
Yeah,
And they got lucky with that. Because that draw
And-
kept them alive.
obviously I don't want to discredit South Africa's qualifying. Obviously they deserve it, but at the same time, you also have to look that Czechia they blew this game against South Africa. Had they not gone defensively, Czechia would have won.
Man, that was
Fair,
such a-
like they would have won, and I'll guarantee you that. And against South Korea, like you saw the game, like South Korea, they the players they viewed it as like as a friendly. They didn't took it very seriously, and South Africa took advantage of it. And
They were
obviously, I give South Africa obviously congratulations to South Africa, but at the same time, you have to call it for what it is. I mean, this group sucked.
Basically, South Africa's 4 points is not because of South Africa. It's because Czechia decided to give them 1 point. South Korea decided to give them 3 points. Like, I don't think South Africa did anything of note.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see that tonight against
Yeah.
Canada.
Okay, I'll say this right now. Okay, if South Africa beats Canada supposedly, then do you guys think they're actually that good, or nah?
No,
Canada's
because for me,
Hmm.
it would be Canada giving up the game to South Africa. I
Yeah.
think South Africa is, apart from a team in Group F from Africa, I think they are the second worst team in Africa in this World Cup. I think they are that bad.
And keep in mind, like 9 or 10 African nations made it. So like, yeah, this time. So.
Yeah. So South Africa, man, it was great for them to make the knockout here for the first time ever, and what a job Hugo Bruce has done. But I will say this: I kind of do agree with you guys. This is not South Africa's peak. South Africa peaked in 2023, and yeah. So I wish we got this
2024.
version. Yeah, 2023-24. I wish we got that South Africa here, because I think the South Africa here would have been really fun to see them here. But yeah, they're not as good as that time. And Mexico, credit to them, they topped the group with 9 points, all no goals conceded, and I think they're the only nation that topped the group that didn't concede a goal.
Yeah, I think they're one of the most exciting teams at this World Cup. Just look at the vibes. Like for me, like it's just like the vibe at the Mexican stadiums. Like it's just different for me. I kind of wished all of the entire World Cup was played in Mexico because it's just the vibes there. They're so different. You know, they just live and breathe football over there. The passion that they have, it's like a South American country. The passion that they have over there, and you can tell that the players they feed off it from the fans. And yeah, I think they're going to do the best. I think out of all the hosts in this World Cup.
Actually, I think the opposite. I think, well, not the opposite in terms of atmosphere, the fans, and the
Oh yeah,
vibes.
the atmosphere fans been
That's
amazing.
fine. But watching Mexico is so fucking boring. It's so fucking. They were handed it against South Africa easily because South Africa were and then they beat South Korea. The game was really and then they beat Czech Republic, which was also just pretty The fans are great, but I think once Mexico meets an even better team, like they're against Ecuador in the next round, we'll talk about that later. But I think this Mexico team, I'll be honest, they're not that exciting. I expected a lot more I know, expecting a lot more. They got 9 points, but like the football they're playing is so fucking boring. It
Well, it's a
really
result
is.
business, man. It's results at the end of the day. That's what they are.
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna say, kind of like what HH said. It's all about get it done. And
yeah,
sure, it might be boring, but
I
for
feel like,
Mexican fans, they don't care.
I mean,
They,
I feel like
I'm
as well. If you look at other international teams, if you look at the top teams, I wouldn't say Argentina particularly play attractive football. It's just that they have individual players who score world class goals, and then that ends up on the match highlight, so it doesn't seem as boring. But the style of football itself, without the goals, it's not that good. So I wouldn't say it's not unorthodox for international teams too. Like I wouldn't say there's actually many teams in this World Cup who actually play attractive football.
yeah. And Mexico's one of them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
for
I
Mexico,
think.
I think we could.
No, go on.
Yeah, I think for Mexico, I think we can all agree like them topping the group isn't surprising, and now they got to make a
No.
deep run. They have to make quarterfinals.
Who do they have again in the knockout?
they have Ecuador, and then most likely they'll face England or
Yeah, we'll look at the
Denmark.
knockout stage in a bit later, but let's just look at the group for now. But I think for Mexico, because let's be real, guys, the last couple of tournaments for Mexico has been bad. You know, getting grouped in the Copa America, getting grouped to the World Cup. So I think Mexico, they needed a coach that can get results done. You know, and Javier Gore is clearly that guy. So for Mexico, man, great achievement for them. And you know, what a job the backup goalkeeper's done. I think it's Rangel is the name.
Yeah, Rangel.
He's not backup. Ochoa is the backup.
He's the main
Yeah, Ochoa
goalie.
is
He's the main goalie.
Well, he's
Oh,
not
by
the
the
first
way,
choice.
By the way, shout out to
Rangel is always my first keeper.
Yeah, so Mexico, man, congrats to them, and let's see how they do in the knockout stage. Because you know, Mexico usually always do well in the groups, but it's the knockout stage where it gets a bit tricky for them in the last couple of editions. So let's see how they do.
We'll find out.
All right, Group B. Who wants to give their say on this group?
Fuck Qatar. Fuck Qatar. Fuck
Fuck
Qatar.
Qatar.
I better not see these guys win the Asian Cup again.
If they do, you have to induct that shitty ass World Cup.
They bring shame to all of Asia. Like at least South Korea won again.
Someone commented this. They got so pampered in Asia that when they went to the World Cup, they got brought back down to expectations.
Yep.
It was a
Bosnia,
Sammy that
man.
said that.
Qatar shouldn't even be.
Fair
this World Cup.
play to Bosnia, who actually they performed well.
Yeah. I mean, nothing about
Straightforward.
said. Bosnia.
I don't like their fans. Like their fans always gets rage baited like very easily. Like look at what happened to that journalist. Like all those Bosnian fans, they got rage baited and they forced that reporter to apologize after she said she doesn't know where Bosnia is. And like I thought that was funny, not gonna
mean,
lie.
Heck, even I wouldn't point Bosnia on the map if I was 10 years old or something.
Yeah, I mean,
good-
yeah, I mean, like, let's be real, guys. This group was basically whoever could beat Qatar badly. That's what it came down
Yeah.
to, basically.
And heck, the team that topped the group didn't even fucking beat them. That's how shit they were.
I'm still pissed at Switzerland because how are you not gonna beat Qatar? Like it's
still
just
tough to do.
arrogance, man.
Yeah. So
I'll be
I
honest.
mean,
Very.
I feel like this is the same sort of scenario of the group as Group A. Like the Switzerland, they didn't even have to be at the best. They somehow tried to make it interesting, and they still got the group ahead of everyone else.
I mean, I do feel like this group overall in quality, though, I think was a bit better than Group A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly,
I think just one step above, but that's not really saying much.
Yeah, to be fair,
I
that's a
mean,
low bar.
I think Group B was a lot more enjoyable, apart from one guy breaking his leg. But yeah, I think overall I think mainly because Qatar being Qatar, you know, I think they were easily the worst team in the tournament.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
only Switzerland, like if Switzerland didn't lose, I think Qatar would finish 48th out of 48 teams. That's how
Okay,
bad
can we at least agree that Qatar did better than the last World Cup?
No,
Oh, yeah, obviously.
no.
On
I-
base, yeah,
were
but-
The
lucky.
goal difference is lower, but they got 2 more goals. That's the thing, and they got
Yeah.
a point. But
I
other
think-
than that, their goal difference is worse.
I think they did a bit better.
No.
I mean, when you look at point tally wise, yeah, but
Sure, but, like,
performance, not really.
I think
I
it's the
feel-
same. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's fair. What about you, T-Jans? Do you think they did better or about the same or worse?
But
I
fuck
don't even
Qatar.
care, man. I don't even care, man. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck Qatar. Oh yeah, and of course, in people from India were hate watching Qatar.
Yep.
They were
Okay,
hate
let's
watching.
go-
the
okay, guys,
equalizer Qatar was given.
Okay, guys, let's move on from Qatar. Let's talk about Canada, Bosnia, man. So Canada, man, great to see them win a game for
Yeah.
the first time ever.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
when you play Qatar, it's not that difficult to win a game.
don't think they have the quality that Switzerland did. So I think it's unrealistic to expect them to top the group.
Yeah.
But they did what they had to do.
I
They
think
did finish.
a lot of them mostly
Frankly.
expected Canada to finish second, and I think
Yeah.
they performed
Yeah.
to their expectations
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Bosnia, man, they made it to
Did well.
knockout stage.
for the first time ever.
Man, this could have been Italy.
Yeah,
Or Romania.
Well, not really for me. Oh well. But I think for Bosnia, I think they're at that level. They can draw against a Canada, but they will lose to a better team than a Canada, which was Switzerland. But they can beat a team easily, like they did against Qatar. I think that's practically their level. So we'll see what they do in the knockouts. Canada, I think the fact that they entered the final match day top of the group at least was something they could look forward to. And obviously, we'll see. I mean, they should be beating South Africa later today, because I think this is a golden opportunity for this group of players. So now it's about, can you make it to the next round of the competition? Because I think that'll be a huge step in Canadian football, I would say, if they
Yeah.
were
Yep.
to win in a few hours. And
Yeah,
Switzerland, well, we kind of know what they do in group stages, so not really anything more to add,
Yeah.
except they should have beaten Qatar like 4-1, 4-0.
oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter now.
Yeah. But fuck Qatar.
Alright.
Yeah, fuck
Right.
Qatar.
Yeah, Group B, not really much to speak of. Group C.
This,
Ooh, that
I
was
like this.
interesting.
I
like
you
it
know
was good.
what? It was alright, yeah.
I like this. I think Brazil Morocco one of the better games of this tournament.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought Brazil
Yeah.
Morocco was a great game.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
I'll-
think, but people.
I'll say-
Go on.
I'll say with Haiti, I thought Haiti, they performed to their expectations. I think they shouldn't be disappointed in themselves. I think they performed all right. Haiti, at least they got more goals than Panama, and we're gonna talk about Panama later on because but anyways, with Haiti, yeah, I thought they did well. I thought they were unlucky against Scotland and Morocco. I mean, yeah, they performed all right. It was just that bad loss against Brazil. But I mean, for me, I thought Haiti they should hold their heads high and yeah, hope to see them in the next World Cup.
yeah, Haiti did well. Like let's be real, like besides that Brazil first half, I would say they did pretty well in the 5 halves.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
To their level, yeah. But no points still. But
in
I feel like they should have gotten a little bit more from Scotland.
I think they should have.
Not advanced, but
I think they should have gotten a point or maybe win against.
Yeah, and then Scotland guys,
Oh.
Scotland are officially out.
They're
what if
And
the
their
group
and their
stage
coach
merged.
left.
I already knew this.
Group gets grouped.
so hard.
Nothing more to say.
The group stage.
and
version.
Scotland have never in all
Gotten-
in Euros they've never ever gotten out of the group stages from any Euros.
They're
For-
so hard.
Wait, let T-Jan speak. Finish. So yeah, that's true. They've never made it out of the group stage.
Yeah, at a World Cup or Euros.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
this with Scotland. Scotland, yeah, defensively, they're until they fix that defense, Scotland are never getting out of the group stage, and they're kind of like Lebanon in a way where both never gotten out of their group stages. Like, and Titanes and Armand could agree is that they're like the Lebanon of UEFA, I guess.
I think they're better than Lebanon. Come on.
Like
No, but I'm
this.
saying I'm saying
Come
11. Both of them, they've never gotten out
They're
of their
saying in
Oh,
like their
okay, yeah, I see
tournaments,
what you
like
mean,
how
I see
they
what you mean.
perform in tournaments.
Yeah, I will say though, I think Morocco. I think they could be. I think they could be dark horses for this tournament because I think people expected them to like be in the top two, but I don't think they expected them to play as well as they did, especially against Brazil. Their team looks really good. That Buhari kid, he looks very very good in midfield, and yeah,
Saibari,
like
man.
Sabari as
Saibari was
well.
good.
New Bayern Munich player right now. Yeah, I wouldn't
El
be surprised.
Canoes.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if they beat Netherlands.
Mm. Yeah, and for Brazil, what are you guys saying, man?
Honestly, this is for like this is Denmark's fault that they let Scotland into this competition. Those fucking criminals.
Yeah, I mean, what you guys thoughts of Morocco? Because I think Morocco, for me, like my only issue with Morocco is I just don't think their attack is that good.
Yeah.
They have Sabari.
I mean,
Saibari
they
is
have
good.
Saibari. Saibari is good.
Yeah, I actually think they got 7 points. Fantastic, but I feel like the group stage for them, obviously, the knockouts is a whole different thing now. But the group stage, they were okay, I guess. Like, I don't think they were that special. Against Brazil, I think it was a pretty even game. Against Scotland, a goal in 90 seconds, then didn't really do much after. And then against Haiti, exciting game, but hey, I just think that Morocco have something like to build upon. 7 points, pretty decent group stage. Probably should have tested Brazil a little bit more. Probably should have beaten them in the opening game if they did, or at least like push them on goal difference because they were playing Haiti the final game. But they can't really do anything from that. So I feel like Morocco, they can build momentum. So we'll see. And for Brazil, I'm probably one of the only few people saying this, and it will be famous last words. But I've actually been decently okay with Brazil. I think they've actually done probably better than what most people thought, because I think most people said Morocco would top the group or whatever. Or like, I actually think Brazil were not really that challenged in the group, and they got the results that they needed. Against Haiti, I thought they were really good. Against Scotland, I thought they were really good. Against Morocco, they struggled, but they still had the quality up front to do something. And one shout out, if we're going to shout out Bouadi at Morocco, we have to shout out Vinicius Jr.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What a
He's
player.
this is I
This
think
is
the very
Vinny's
first
team.
time he scored in a tournament, I believe. I might be wrong. I don't know.
No,
No,
No, he scored in the World Cup.
He scored in
scored in the
Copa
last World
America.
Cup and in the Copa America as well.
Yeah, I think he
Oh,
got a
okay.
hat trick on Paraguay or something.
Okay, but basically, this, like, if you want a player that turns up, drag Brazil back into the game against Morocco and scored in the other two games. Probably should have gotten a hat trick against Scotland, but now obviously Vinny knockouts. You're up against a pretty decent Japan team. Let's see what he does in that game tomorrow. But
that is a super game.
I think
That's gonna be a tough game.
I think Brazil. I think if they can get past Japan, I think they have a really good shot of
Semis, I think.
maybe semis. I actually think, because I think their side of the bracket is very favorable, and I think if you knock out Japan, but maybe we'll talk about that in a bit later.
Yeah, let's have it for the knockout preview. But yeah, for
decently
Brazil.
impressed with Brazil. Decently impressed.
Yeah, Brazil's been great. Yeah, Brazil's been pretty
Yeah,
good.
Brazil has been good. Although I'll say the midfield, to me, I'm still not convinced in the midfield.
I think
because you
Bruno
still
G
have
is good. Casemiro's,
Bruno, yeah. Paqueta,
Casemiro as well.
I still Paqueta. I don't rate Paqueta.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
he's
He's a
Bruno
bum.
G.
He's just stick to
Fabinho,
them.
Fabinho, I'm surprised he's been doing well, even though he's like
Mateus
kinda
Cunha has actually been very good as
Yeah,
well.
Cunha's been
Matheus
good too.
Cunha.
Yes.
Well, he's so good.
Igor,
He's so good.
Igor Thiago, he shouldn't start. Igor
No,
Thiago,
he's a
he should
bum.
not.
He's an
He's a
absolute bum.
he only scores against penalties, as like
Could you
what Silva
imagine
said.
if Endrick actually starts?
Well, unfortunately, Carlo doesn't like Endrick, so
Ancelotti would rather jump off a cliff.
He'd rather jump off of a cliff before calling up. Before
and guys, we have to talk about this
putting
guy,
him-
man. Neymar is back for Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
and actually,
didn't
I
do
will
anything.
say,
Yeah, no.
But
He didn't do shit, by the way. He didn't do shit, by the
But
way.
Yeah,
if
come
I
on, man.
would say,
It's good to be having him back, man. He hasn't played since
but
2023.
you know what? This might be a hot take. I would genuinely start him and going forward because I think they're going to be playing Cunha at striker. I don't trust Paqueta at 10. Who else do you have? Just play Neymar.
I would start Vini, Cunha, Neymar. I think that would be the
I don't
strongest.
think Neymar will start tomorrow.
actually, despite the injury to Rafinha, I think Ryan's been decent.
Yeah, Ryan's been good.
Yeah. Ryan's been good.
So I think if Neymar gets into the team and actually performs, Brazil's attack, I actually think can actually
Looks
deliver
good.
goals, despite the deficiencies that they may have in midfield. Because I think centre back pairings actually been okay with
It's been good.
Marquinhos and Gabriel, and then goalkeeper you have one of the best,
Listen,
Alisson. So
Yeah,
and
just the fullbacks as well. The fullbacks, I don't.
the
I'm
only
not
thing is,
convinced
I
yet.
don't think Brazil need to play the overlapping fullbacks. They don't really need to do that because I think they have the players up front that don't need those overlapping fullbacks. But
Yeah.
I would say if Neymar, if he does play a lot more minutes against Japan and they progress and Neymar's performing very well, I think Brazil is probably one of the more exciting attacking sides at this World Cup.
Yeah.
So,
But
you know what?
they,
A World Cup with a very good Brazil is a World Cup for me because I don't want to see them go out early.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
All right, guys, let's speed through the groups. I don't want to do preview the knockout. So let's go to Group D, guys. So USA, man, we topped the group, man.
I told
Yeah.
you. I told you. I told you, AD. I told you.
Oh
Hey,
man,
guys, I'm here to announce this right now. Turkey are officially frauds. I'm never repping Turkey ever again.
yeah,
Honestly,
I'm gonna
I
say
had them getting to the quarterfinals.
I have
think
them
we should-
round of 16. Thank God I didn't put them as quarters.
Well, I had them
and-
getting destroyed by Spain in the quarterfinal, anyways, when I made my predictions. But yeah,
like,
I don't know.
I think you should have gotten the 9 points.
I
mean,
think
it doesn't
with
really matter.
Turkey,
That's
we,
all
just,
it matters.
So
we
It
shouldn't
doesn't
listen
matter.
to Turkey's fans anymore because they're like kind of.
And you know what's
But
crazy?
even-
The fact that USA's B team was going toe to toe with Turkey's A team says a
exactly.
lot about Turkey.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I kind of
You even took the lead 3 minutes in.
I
3 minutes in.
underestimated Australia.
I'm very happy in Australia because I did have a feeling that Australia they were gonna qualify, and Australia they were getting disrespected by a lot of casuals, and I am glad I stuck with Australia, and
I'm gonna be
because
honest.
I knew they were gonna play like this. They were gonna play defensively. They were gonna play on the counter, and they made Turkey pay. And with Turkey, Turkey are the biggest frauds. No one should ever trust Turkey ever again. I'm certainly not going to trust Turkey ever again. So, but with Australia, I'm happy for them. I really am, especially Irakunda. Irakunda, he's been very good.
Yeah, he's a great baller.
I hope Liverpool signs him. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with Australia. I predicted them to come last, but I wouldn't have been shocked if they come second or first or third.
Yeah. Okay. And Titanez, I think, was one of the few people that was saying the last stream. I remember we did that World Cup preview. He was saying that Australia were getting very under people were disrespecting Australia too much too.
Yeah, I mean they're athletes. That's the best way to describe them. A lot of athletic players. They're very strong.
Physical.
very athletic. And yeah, I believe they have Paraguay in the next round. That's struggle.
Egypt.
You guys are facing
Egypt.
Egypt, sorry. Okay, yeah. Oh,
Well-
dude, I'm not Australian, by the way.
To be honest,
Yeah.
that Australia Paraguay game, I do not remember a single thing that happened in that.
Yeah, that was
I didn't
that
even
was
watch-
the-
I
yeah.
don't know why I chose to watch.
I
that
didn't
instead of
even watch
Turkey
that
USA.
game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I didn't
there's-
watch
there's
that
almost
game.
that-
No,
it's like, you know
no.
what? We'll just play for the draw.
Both teams knew they're going through.
Yeah.
No point.
Yeah, this
But-
is kind of why I didn't like the third place thing, because that third place thing, like a lot of the final games, like it just like made it like
Would be
dead
dead
rubber.
rubber.
Like teams just like play for a draw.
Irrelevant. And then with Paraguay, I'm very disappointed in Paraguay because Paraguay knew that had they won, they would have avoided Germany and they could have faced like a favorable opponent like Egypt, and where they could have maybe won. But now they're gonna have to play against Germany, all for what? Just to play cowardly. I'm just disappointed in Paraguay. And thank God I didn't even watch that game because I heard that was so boring and that further. And based on what you guys are telling me, I'm glad I didn't watch the game. I only watched the highlights, and I'm like
Highlights.
robbed.
That's highlights.
Bro, you okay?
I only
and-
watched the first.
I felt
half
like
and
I
was so
wasted my
bored.
time. I felt like
Yeah.
I wasted my time.
Okay, guys, so what about for USA? Are you guys impressed with USA, or like this
Yeah.
group is too easy?
Yes.
This was what I expected.
Yeah, I had the US
Oh, I
finishing
told
first.
you both, Brandon and AD. USA will actually do very well at the World Cup, and obviously famous last words. But I think you can go for it. I think okay, we're not going to preview too far ahead, but I actually I think among the three host countries, I think USA actually performed beyond everyone's expectations because not many people had USA topping the group. People had Mexico topping the group. People expected Canada to finish second or third. They finished second. But I didn't see many people say USA topped the group. But not only topped the group, but actually played, I'll be honest, because I don't count the Turkey game at all because that was literally the B team nearly getting a point against Turkey. But I think USA in this tournament, I would say, have been one of the most refreshing and one of the best teams at this tournament. I'll be honest. If you want to look at what the expectations were before and what they are now, I think if USA goes far in this World Cup, I think it will be deserved. If they get knocked out by Bosnia, I'll be honest, I think it will be undeserved that USA would get knocked out. So I feel like for USA, based on previous expectations that most people had till now, I think USA should be right now proud of themselves and see where it goes. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think. And also, one more thing before we move on to Group E. Player number 10 of Paraguay, cover his mouth, red card, Miguel Almiron.
Yeah, I know you're.
I
I know you're
told
celebrating.
you
You're
guys,
celebrating. Let's
me
go.
too.
You're sent off.
And
And
and I'm gonna say this. I'm glad that HH nominate. I think Miguel Marone is in the Brick Academy 80.
Let's
I believe.
go.
I
Wait, I
believe
got a
he
question.
is.
Is he gonna miss the Germany game?
yes.
Oh no, he just
No,
No,
he
he
just missed the
he
Australia
missed
one.
the Australia game.
Oh,
which was
Okay.
like.
He's gonna play
Come
against
on.
Germany most likely.
And not only that,
But
the,
they
the
might as well
opening,
not place
remember
him.
the
Oh, wait,
opening
let
game
him finish.
remember the opening game against USA? Miguel Almiron actually committed
Oh, yeah, he dived.
5. I'm like, bro, I knew it. Probably, I'll be honest. One of the Miggy and Shithole or Sitole, I would say the two worst players that are actually in the knockouts.
facts. I mean, I have another one.
Okay. So yeah, I mean USA, man. I'm very happy with, of course, but as we
Me too.
But let's see what we do the knockouts because knockouts is a bigger business. And yeah, I mean for this group stage, I mean, I did have the feeling that USA would do well. I did predict USA to come at second place. I just didn't. I was just kind of nervous about that Turkey game. That's why. I didn't predict.
Are you disappointed that you didn't get 9 points? Because
No, it doesn't really matter. It
not really.
means
I'm
nothing.
not.
Guys, okay.
Who cares?
And they
I
nearly
mean, that
lost
Turkey
the
game
fucking
didn't matter at all. US was already top the group, so they were just.
And the fact that the USA's
rotating
B
all the
team
players out.
gave a game to Turkey's A team makes me confident that even the B team isn't even that bad.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, okay.
It is
also,
Turkey, though.
If Poch starts that Turkey team, the starting 11 against Turkey against Bosnia, then that's a whole different story. You should be starting the team that play against Paraguay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think
Oh, yeah,
Poch will
they're
be stupid.
gonna-
I don't think he'll do that.
I don't think Posh would be stupid. I hope not.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's go. Let's quickly roll to the other groups. We're already 50 minutes in, so let's do a quick.
Oh, we're going to hit 2 hours anyway, so we might as well.
Group
Group
E.
E, guys. So I mean,
Don't really, don't
You know
Ecuador, man,
what?
they did it, man. They made Condable. They helped Condable out.
Ecuador
You-
did it,
no,
man.
They
no,
got
no.
off to such a bad start, and then they won the game they needed to. So I'm happy for.
You know
Happy
what?
for them.
With all the disrespect I actually gave to this national team, Curacao actually deserves to be called Curacao by me. I know they got eliminated, so it actually doesn't really matter. But the fact that they actually got a goal, they actually got a point, and only lost by 2 goals or something against Ivory Coast. You know what? Unsuccessful, successful World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with Curacao, aside from the drubbing by Germany, I think Curacao they played beyond their expectations. I mean, they got a point like against Ecuador. I mean, great job by the goalie. Like, oh man, this goalie, he's absolutely goated. And the Ivory Coast, I didn't watch the game. I only saw just the highlights at the end. I thought Curacao, I thought they played okay. I thought, like Ivory Coast, they were just the better team, but in all fairness, Curacao, man, I'm happy for them. Like I thought they did well, even though they finished with 1 point and lost. But yeah, I'm happy for them. And then with Ecuador, man, they did it. I thought they weren't going to beat Germany, but they did it. Now we'll see what happens in the round of 32 against Mexico, which we'll talk about it later on. But yeah, fair
Yeah.
play to Ecuador.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I still don't really trust this team because I still think it's good being good defensively. It's not a bad thing at all, of course, but they're toothless up front. I think they played around 20 games in the qualifiers or something. Scored 18 goals. I mean,
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
they're toothless up front. So I
Yeah,
still
but at
don't
least
know.
Ecuador made the knockout stage. They hadn't
I
made the
mean,
knockout.
yeah,
since
but like
2006.
it should be the expectations.
I mean, they played the Germany team that was already top the group and probably didn't fully care
And a lot of
about
teams,
they lost. But
and a lot of
I
people
think,
were like really hyping up this team.
yeah, that's that. I'll be honest. Despite beating Germany, underwhelming, but we'll see in the knockouts.
They made it, so
Cote
like
d'Ivoire, I'll be honest, Cote d'Ivoire have actually been one of the more exciting teams.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, impressive.
I have them as my dark horses.
Yeah,
Oh,
and, pretty exciting. And for Germany, to be honest, they're okay. I
did their
mean,
job.
kind of expected. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for Germany, been good. It's just the defense I'm a little skeptical of.
Well, they have to start Dennis Undav now. They
Yeah,
have
Dennis
to,
Yeah.
Undav.
unless
Yeah,
they want to
Dennis
start
Undav,
Havertz.
they have to start Umdaf instead of Havertz. No more Havertz experiment.
And no more Sane.
tired of
Sane's
that.
garbage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Son is
Sane.
a bomb.
No, but he scored against Ecuador, so they're just gonna keep starting him now.
Oh, that goal should have counted, by the way. That was
It
not a
should
that,
though.
that
He
should goal
kicked
should
him
not
in
be
the
been
counted.
a goal.
that guy kicked him
It
in
should
the head.
have
in the
gone to
build-up.
bar.
Yeah. So
You know
All
what?
right.
Let's make him start Group F.
Group F, man. Sebastian, man. What happened,
Let
man?
him, let him
I
speak.
thought Sweden were topping the group match.
I thought Sweden was going to top the group, Sebastian. What happened?
Wait, you said that.
I think he's gone.
Hey.
Okay, but I think as first of all, I want to congratulate Japan. They did all of Asia very proud. That game against Netherlands, probably one of the best games in this World Cup so far.
I want to talk
tracking-
about Tunisia. Like,
No, not worth it. Not
no,
worth it.
I'm just gonna say one thing. Tunisia should never be in this World Cup ever again.
Yeah,
Ban
Cameroon
them from the World
2014
Cup.
was better than this Tunisia team.
Ban them
Yeah,
from the World
I'm
Cup.
here to say this. I know. Tunisia might be the worst team in this World Cup.
Yeah, they
That's
had,
the only thing I want to say.
actually
That's the
Iraq
only
has a
thing.
lower goal difference than them. They'd be like 47th, I think.
the thing is, like, Iraq at least gave France a good game. So like,
Yeah.
Or even Norway as well. But I think
Yeah.
Tunisia,
Yeah, and forget those bombs.
yeah,
Sweden, Sweden, whenever he comes back on, 5-1 win, and then you go on to lose 5-1.
Hey, but hey, at least they made it to the knockouts. We have to give them that.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, I
But
mean they
now,
were.
but dude, now, but bruv, look at the next opponent. Look at the
Yeah,
next
they got
opponent.
They're
France.
good.
They ain't winning that.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Oh
guys.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
and Sebastian
I'm
is an
fully Sweden for
Mbappe
that game.
fan.
If
Brother,
Wait,
attack
Sebastian, you there?
comes up.
I know
There.
people.
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
Sebastian. Speak
I'm,
about Sweden.
the result I was in the first game. I like the intensity we play with. But then after the second leg, no, the second game, sorry, we only lost because of the defensive mistakes. Like we the last 25 minutes of the first half. If it weren't for Bruggen, we would probably score 1 or 2 goals, and that would have been game changing. We only lost. People think we're shit because of the fight. The result didn't basically. It doesn't affect the performance. Like we weren't that horrible. Like I think we could have won this group. I predicted like this, but with Sweden and the Netherlands, I thought it would be exactly this point tally. But the performance against Netherlands, it wasn't terrible. It was just the defense who were horrific in that game.
Actually, to be fair, I kind of do agree with you, Sebastian. Like, I think
Yeah.
attacking wise, Sweden weren't that bad. It's just that defensively we're garbage.
If
Oh,
the
yeah.
defense
Yeah.
was much better, I think we would have probably won that game.
And Sebastian, you know what's crazy? People are talking about Gokares, Isak being the guys for Sweden, but let's be real. Ilanga's outperformed both of them.
Oh wow!
Yeah. No. By the way, I have another stat here. He has more goals than Yamal this World Cup.
Okay. Okay, Sebastian. Do you think Ilanga? Okay, wait, Sebastian. Do you think Ilanga's underappreciated by general people?
Yes. I think he's
That's also notable.
one of our best players.
Yeah.
I'll
So
be honest, to say Sweden's actually been very good, and you conceded 5.
No,
to
that
that
result.
and you scored 5 against the worst defensive team.
No, but that
on the
game,
round.
the result doesn't affect. Doesn't.
and guys, let's be real. Sweden almost beat Japan. It's like Japan were just
They
holding on the right
almost-
end.
That both teams knew that they were going to go through with that result. as
Yeah,
well.
but we were bad. Last 30 minutes, we were bad.
Yeah,
We
Sweden
should've-
was better. I'll be honest.
We should have won that game and got second. But
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah, I just think for Sweden, man, you just have to fix up the defense.
yeah,
Are you
Yeah,
happy?
defense are just
Are you
an
happy with the
issue.
new goalkeeper? Wait, who was the goalkeeper that played it against?
Setterstrom. I think he plays in England at Derby.
honestly, whoever plays, I don't care. I will support them. Like if they
It's the
perform very
goalie
well,
from Derby County, I believe.
yeah, he's very good.
He's very good. I think they should. I think he's gonna be. They should start him against France.
No, I think he's gonna start. Obviously,
Okay.
Lukaku started. It wasn't his fault against Netherlands. It was most likely the defense. Like the defense was just garbage. Like,
it
if
basically means you're coming up against probably one of the best attacks in this tournament.
let's see. The dictator. I've come
Hey.
up against many.
Oh yeah,
dictators.
and you're a PSG fan, so
Hmm.
Mm.
No, I don't like Mbappe.
Well, we'll
Like,
speak on that.
I don't like dictators.
Okay. So, any thoughts about Netherlands, guys? Is Netherlands going to do it this time,
Netherlands
or are they
is,
gonna
uh,
call
To be
it?
I'm
honest-
still not convinced in Netherlands.
No,
I'm
I
actually,
don't know.
I'm actually on
I
the
mean,
opposite. I think goal scoring wise, they've actually impressed me. Netherlands.
goal scoring wise, they're good,
I
but-
think Japan is better. Japan
but
is so
the
good.
the coach, I don't rate their coach at all. I don't rate Coleman.
You know what's really funny, guys? Before this World Cup, I was saying that Netherlands are like really solid defensively, very bad attacking wise. Now I feel like it's the other way around, where they're great attacking wise, not so good defensively.
Yeah.
I really want to see how they do against Morocco because that will be a very big test for them.
Yeah,
I think that will
obviously,
be.
like I'm just saying Netherlands.
I think
That when De Jong came off, I think in the second, I don't know when, but when he came off, Netherlands they looked a bit shake at the midfield. Like Frankie De Jong, he's the key of that midfield. But Netherlands, they're a strong team. I don't think they're going for. I
We'll see.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Koeman is still a fraud manager. I still don't rate that guy. Still don't rate this Netherlands team, even though they won the group.
So so GDS and 10, what's your thoughts on Netherlands before we move to Group G?
I think for Netherlands, I actually think now I can't believe I'm actually saying it because it's a SUNDE or LAND player, but Brian Brodbury has actually been. I'll be honest,
He's
I
been
hate
great.
to say it, one of the actual good players at this tournament. He's actually been really good. I hate to say
Yes.
that because I think he adds a whole different dimension to this team. I think his hold up play is very good. If Morocco cannot deal with Brodbury in that game tomorrow, I think Netherlands win. I'll be honest. Obviously, I kind of hope he doesn't do well, but I think they found a good way with him. I think, and also Netherlands, they are a tournament team. Never been grouped at the World Cup, and usually go very far at World Cup. So let's see if that record
Yeah.
continues.
Yeah,
I've been, I've been, I've been fully entertained by the Dutch. I will say that, and Gakpo always shows up for the Netherlands as too.
yeah. So TDS man, what's your thoughts on the Netherlands?
Yeah, I don't really have many thoughts on Netherlands. They did their job. I think they're gonna.
Yeah.
I think what is going to be very interesting to see what they do against Morocco. I think that'll define how they actually how good they actually are as a team. And yeah, but just to round off this group, there's two facts I'd like to mention. One of them, Japan are not. Japan don't have Karo Mitoma, Takumi Minamino, Takefusa Kubo, and Wataru Endo, four of arguably the best players that are missing. And also, they made history by becoming they won 4-0, I believe, against Tunisia. No other Asian side in World Cup history has won by a bigger margin.
Yeah, that's insane. I think I also saw the stat. I think I also saw the stat that the second national team to go unbeaten, second Asian national team to go unbeaten in the group stage.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna
In
say
Japan?
with Japan, I wanted to add something about Japan. Like the fact that they're doing it without their best player, Kaoru Mitoma, says a lot
Oh, but
about Japan's attacking depth because their attacking depth is just first to none, like
I mean,
second
that's
to
strikers.
none.
That's strikers also.
Like Ueda,
Yeah.
he's pretty good. Maeda, like who scored against Sweden, he was good. Doan, as well, plays in Germany. Like Nakamura, Keito Nakamura, who plays in the second division of France. I don't understand why he's playing in the second division of France, but that's besides the point. Kamada as well, who plays at Palace. I've been very impressed in him as well. And defensively, I thought Japan defensively they've been okay-ish, but I think the attacking depth is just they've been very good, and their goalie, shout out to that goalie as well. Their goalie Suzuki, he's
Um,
pretty good as well.
He's very good. Yeah.
Zion.
Yeah. All right, let's move to Group G, guys. Oh my Jesus, group.
Yeah.
what do you
I
mean?
mean,
This? I'll be honest. I've been pleasantly entertained with this group G.
Oh
I'm not
man,
gonna lie.
dude.
I think Egypt
I
were the
felt
best team.
so. I was still in shock this morning about what happened with the.
Oh yeah, go ahead, talk about Iran, man.
I mean, when we had the draw, I'm like, okay, this is a very easy group. Iran can maybe finally make the knockouts. And then these last few months have just been crazy with all the stuff happening off the pitch. And then when there's all this stuff like, oh, like the U.S. like wanting to like restrict them, like being able to like travel. Oh, they can't stay too long. They moved their training camp from Arizona to Tijuana, which I think was good for the first two games because they're playing in LA and it's really close. But they should have at least beaten New Zealand. I mean, these guys were going behind them twice, but it looked to me like they were nervous in that game, and it wasn't good. Against
uh,
Belgium, they kept a clean sheet, although Belgium's shooting wasn't really good at all in that game. They had to force them to take shots from outside the box. But
I
the
think
Egypt game, they started off poor. They had the missed penalty, and then they tied the game. But they had those chances right at the end where there was absolute like pandemonium. But they should have at least tried to like do something during the game instead of just waiting till the very end to do something. It also sucks that like anytime Iran took the lead, they had to go to VAR, and just like basically microscopic analysis for some of those offsides. It's so unlucky. And then I see the Cheyenne guy who did a video with Michael Talks Football for Iran. He was
Yeah.
crying in his stream. He was crying.
Yeah,
And that,
I think there were users on Twitter. They
yeah,
also left.
Irfan Hosseini also had to take a break.
Yeah,
Persian
I mean,
cooler as well.
Too, yeah.
yeah, I think the hideous circumstances which
It shouldn't have come to the point where we had to rely on Uzbekistan to beat
Yeah.
Congo, or
think,
to hope that Algeria and Austria wouldn't rig it for a draw.
I think
It shouldn't have
Iran
come
were
to
like
that.
I think Iran definitely did underperform, but I think
Yeah.
the hideous way they were treated in this World Cup, like particularly in the US, I think that
It's
might
good they didn't
have
lose any
impacted.
games though, but you have to win a game if you want to get far in a tournament.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say with Iran. I think with Iran, I kind of feel bad. I just kind of feel because like the fact that they had to go through so much hassles and like obviously like forget like I don't want to talk about politics because like obviously this is not the place, but
Yeah.
but
Let's not
yeah,
get
the
let's not get political,
politics.
guys.
They've been impacted very massive. They've been impacted. From what I've heard on the news, like is that
Yeah.
after the New Zealand game, like the U.S.
Like they
government
have to
told
leave right
Iran
away after
they
the
had to
games.
leave
They
right
couldn't stay.
away, which
Right away.
I kind
So
of found that
obviously,
very
like,
bizarre.
And they can't recover after the game well too.
it will impact.
And the
Yeah.
team's old in general too. We have a lot of old players. The
Very-
manager
gonna
never
impact-
used it, so they're very handicapped.
It's gonna impact the
Yeah,
preparation.
I thought
Yeah.
Iran were very unlucky, but then at the same time, I'm like, you should beat New Zealand. With all
Yeah.
due respect to New Zealand, you should beat New
Yeah,
Zealand.
that was bad.
If Belgium destroyed them 5-1 and Egypt came back in the second half to win 3-1, then surely we could have won. Because we held up
couldn't
the
have.
other two teams. New Zealand couldn't.
Yeah. I just feel sad for Iran, but at the same time, I'm like, you can't be relying on anyone else.
Yeah.
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 Iran never made it out of the group stage of the World Cup too.
Yeah.
Well, Scotland.
Hopefully that'll change in future ones.
Yeah,
Well,
but I think
At least Iran made out of the group stage in the Asian Cup, so I don't think we could call them Scotland.
Yeah, they also haven't won it
Come on,
since like
Asian.
1976. I was hoping the last Asian Cup final would be Iran and South Korea because neither team had won it in so long, but they both messed up in the semis.
yeah.
Yeah.
We let
Actually-
Qatar win again.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Belgium. Let's talk about Belgium and Egypt real quick.
How about New?
I'm
How about
sorry.
how about New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about New Zealand. New Zealand.
I'll
New
be honest.
Zealand. Man.
I've been honestly really impressed by them. I'll be
Yeah, New Zealand
honest.
are actually pretty good.
They
I think
were
New Zealand they performed good.
they were. I think they performed above expectation. The fact that they scored 4 goals, I know they can see a 10, and like half was against Rakaka or Belgium, but I think New Zealand were actually one of the more exciting teams at this tournament. That game against Iran is probably, in my opinion, still the game of the tournament, still, because it was actually really good football from both Iran and New Zealand, and coincidentally, they both got eliminated now. But I've been impressed by them. They were good, probably for the first half against Egypt. But I think New Zealand, you know what? I think they have something to build on ahead of the next World Cup. Because let's be honest, they already have that spot booked. So I think for New Zealand, I think they can build towards the future, I would say, for that team. And I think they have you know what, for what they have, I think they can develop and do well, maybe. But I've been impressed by New Zealand. And for Iran, a bit unlucky, I'll be honest. I did want them to advance from the group, so that we get at least one more Asian team in this tournament, but unfortunately we won't. But I think Iran, I think it's time to say goodbye to practically 70% of that squad now. I think it is time to move on from them. I think well, I think the average age of the team
I think
was
we're like third oldest team in the tournament or something.
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's for that generation. Okay, you can go for the Asian Cup in 6 months or whatever it is, but after that,
Yeah,
I think it
that's
has
what
to
I
be
was thinking. Like after the Asian Cup, you need to start thinking about improving the team and
Yeah.
bringing in youngsters, change the manager stuff. So yeah,
yeah.
Guys,
but it's the thing. It's a problem because like the Asian Cup's only 6 months out, so they don't have much time between now and then to do a whole
Yeah.
lot.
yeah. So Belgium. I mean, I'm still not really
I'm still
convinced with
not
Belgium.
I'm not convinced with Belgium.
I'm sorry.
And
It's still a
I
dumb
blame
team.
Egypt for fumbling it because I did expect better from Egypt against
Man,
Egypt.
Egypt should have topped this group, man.
They fumbled it. Egypt fumbled it.
I
Now
thought Sammy's prediction of seeing Egypt top the group was kind of silly, but they almost pulled it off.
they almost did it.
Yeah, they almost did.
And did it.
And I didn't think
Yeah.
they would because they always struggle at the World Cups. I
Yeah.
still thought they'd advance, but like this is
Yeah.
the
Well, I
best
mean,
performance.
congrats to Egypt getting their first ever victory and getting out of the group. This is the first time ever.
If
so.
some people don't want to count that win because it's against New Zealand, I don't care. Okay, it's still
Who
a
cares?
team
It's
that
New
qualified
Zealand.
for the World Cup.
Who
Yeah.
cares? It's a win is a
And
win.
that was a
Yeah.
come from behind
Yep.
victory too.
Yeah, they were losing at halftime.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the final four groups. So,
They've been really
so
good
10 man.
as
Talk
well.
about Group H, man.
Wait, first on Egypt, congrats.
Okay.
Good luck in the next round. Belgium, if they beat Senegal, they'll get knocked out next. If they still make it far than that,
Who cares, man? Who cares about Belgium?
For Spain, I told everyone. Obviously, I want Spain to win the World Cup, like hot. But my mind said, I don't think this team will do it.
Yeah.
And even with the draw against Capo Verde, I don't think Spain was that impressive in any of the
Yeah.
games. Oh, beating Saudi Arabia 4-0. Well, Saudi Arabia literally gave us the 3-4 goals or whatever. Like the game plan of Saudi Arabia allowed Yamal, Ayafabal, Baena, and everyone to play very good. And then against Uruguay, I'll be honest, it was a pretty boring game. And I think overall from Spain, apart from Mexico, Spain's the other team that hasn't conceded a goal. Yet they came up against the glorious attacks of Capo Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Canobrio or Darwin
And-
Nunez, which
Yeah,
means not that big of a
Darwin
challenge.
Punis.
it feels like
I just think this team, I think for Spain, it's good topping the group, yay. But I think the tournament tempo, starting off with Capo Verde and not winning that game, I think that set the tone for Spain. Yes, you go on to win the other two games against, I would say weaker opposition, considering Capo Verde is the team that finished just below Spain. But I think in the okay, I'll talk about that later. But with Spain, impressive? No. I just think quality in the end just helps Spain top the group. Kind of like how Belgium topped the group. I'll be
Wait, Tan, I
honest.
want to ask you this question.
I
I've
think
heard
you're
a lot of people say this.
underwhelming.
I want to know what your feeling is on this. Do you think Yamal is carrying? Do you think Spain will? Do you think Yamal is carrying Spain?
yes.
Yeah. I mean, you saw in the opening match against Capo Verde, you played Gavi at left wing.
Oh God.
You played
Gavi's
Ferran
a bum.
Torres on right wing.
Gavi's
Wait, so
bum.
Tan, you're thinking that basically if Yamal doesn't perform, Spain are screwed?
Yes.
I-
And
What about-
also, I
what about
saw
Hungary?
now Nico Williams and Jeremy Pino are most likely going to be out for the Austria game or even the rest of the World Cup, however long Spain's tournament is. I think the reason why Spain was so good 2 years ago was because it was such a brand new team and a different play style of Spain. Whereas
Yeah.
2 years later, when everyone knows how you can defend against the Spain team, is be very good defensively, like Capo Verde were, and if you have just a little bit better quality up front, because Capo Verde did nothing in attack, Saudi Arabia did nothing in attack, Uruguay almost scored against Spain in that final group game, but their attack is, well, shit.
That
I'll be honest.
easy.
So I think Spain were lucky to come up against probably very bad attacking sides.
What about? Have you guys talked about Pedro yet?
Yeah,
I think Pedri's been
He's
okay.
been ass. He's been
Yeah.
ass.
He's
I
been
don't
okay.
think.
Yeah, he's been good.
I think.
He
I
hasn't
mean,
been
like,
good. Pedri
I
hasn't
mean,
been good.
Like
it's,
for
it's
for for his
underperformed.
standards, for his
Oh,
standards.
yes, the ball. He hasn't been good as well. He's been
It
Well,
okay.
feels like
Yeah, I think it's been
apart from
decent.
20 minutes.
Or yeah,
I think
what's
I
it
think the
called?
biggest problem with Spain is that it feels like apart from Yamal, literally no one can take a man on. No one can
No
dribble.
one like Ferran Torres, Ferraz Torres. This
Oh
guy is a
god.
Oh
bum.
my
He's a
god,
bum.
the shark,
The
as they
dude
call it.
hit the fucking
They
crossbar
should
against
call him the
Uruguay.
bum. They should call him the bum because that's what he is. A
I
bum.
think Spain obviously they went through. I don't think
Yeah,
I
we all
haven't been.
expected.
I still haven't been convinced, but let's see what happens. Though.
Yeah.
But
And
Cape
I'll
Verde-
say this, if because I did make it in my pre-tournament predictions of Spain v USA in the quarterfinal. If that is actually going to be the quarterfinal, I'm just going to say this: don't be surprised USA eliminates Spain if
for
that is the
Pulisic,
main final.
Wait, so then who do you have eliminating France?
Nobody. France wins it
Oh,
all.
so then-
yeah,
Oh,
he
wow.
has
Okay.
when
But I think
Um.
Spain, I'll be honest, the furthest Spain goes, quarterfinal.
I think round the 16.
Nah,
Um,
round 16 starts.
I'm gonna
I
say
think-
about
I think
Uruguay.
you play Portugal and then
I mean,
lose.
round of 16, they have Portugal, so like it's possible.
Or Croatia.
Yeah, but if we're gonna come into them later.
Yeah.
But maybe Spain actually turns up in the knockouts. Then
Maybe.
Okay,
Spain.
guys. Let's talk about Cape Verde, man, real quick. Cape Verde, man.
Oh
They
my
messed
God.
up the
Verde.
stage
Congrats.
for the first
Congrats.
time in their history as a debutant. I just put in perspective. The last time we saw a debutant country in the World Cup make the knockouts was 2010.
Oh, yeah, Slovakia.
Vozenia officially goes into World Cup folklore.
And now they
And they kept
Man.
2 clean sheets too.
Two
That's
clean
good for them.
sheets.
Yeah.
And they
They-
scored 2 goals.
there's only a few teams that have had 3 draws and gone through in the World Cup history.
It's Cape Verde.
They're one of the few. So
Yeah. Congrats to them.
I think they did very good in this. Probably should have beaten Uruguay, in my opinion.
Honestly, I think
But
they
yeah,
should have. But
Yeah, they should have.
Well, ultimately, they
It didn't
did.
matter.
They
they
did.
didn't.
Technically, they did. Now,
People didn't expect them to draw against Spain, but good defensive performance against Saudi. Yeah, they probably should have won that as well. But
They
I mean, they
missed some.
should be very happy. But yeah, big up to Cape Verde.
I'm gonna say regarding Uruguay are just bums. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Valverde, he only shows up when he plays at Madrid, but when it's for Uruguay, he's just a bum. The rest, Canovio, he's garbage. Darwin Nunez, he's finished. I'm like, what can you say about this Uruguay? Honestly, even Venezuela would have gotten out of this group. Even a shit Chile would have
Oh
gotten
my
out of
God,
this
I'm
group.
still pissed. I'm still pissed.
Peru
it-
could have
it
done
makes-
something.
No, it
Even
makes
a
me
shit
more
Chile
mad.
would have beaten Cape Verde.
Bolivia could have gotten out of here.
We
Yeah.
beat them 4-2, by the way, in a friendly. But this makes me
Oh,
even
Chile?
more mad. Yeah, we beat Cape Verde 4-2.
Oh my
Wow.
god! Yeah, you guys should make
Like,
you should make
this
fun
pi-
of Uruguay.
This pisses me off because Uruguay, they should have the quality. They should beat Cape Verde and Saudi. But the fact that obviously Bielsa's lost.
Bielsa,
yeah.
he's just garbage as a manager.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
he's
he's
good.
just garbage.
He should just
Yeah.
retire. Honestly, retire.
I feel like after this World Cup performance, I think it's justified to call them yet again.
Yeah.
And you know the thing is, this is a back-to-back group stage elimination for Uruguay. They
Yeah.
got eliminated last time. Last time they even won a game. This time they couldn't even win anything.
Yeah, this one's even
And-
worse.
And,
the last
all the
group
goals
was-
they
it was
conceded were
tough.
all because of their goalkeeper. Like
Was
carrying
Muslera.
that shot against Saudi Arabia, him coming
And
all
this
the
time
way
against
out
Spain.
for Cape Verde's
Yeah.
second goal. and then fumbling against Spain.
Yeah, Russia must be like so pissed. Like, bro, how come I wasn't starting?
And the thing is,
Well-
like I saw like a video of a compilation of Musler's mistakes. It's not the first time he's had like mistakes.
He's
like
done
this
it in
at a World Cup.
2018 against
Yeah.
France.
And against Ghana in like 2010 when he came all the way out, missed the ball, and then Suarez had to handle it. It was all like it's not the first time we've seen this happen.
Yeah, I think Uruguay, I'll be honest, probably you would say it would be this year's France of 2010, this year's Belgium of 22. I'll be honest. I think Uruguay, the fact that they can't even get a single win in a group that had Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia, I think.
Oh yeah, what
Probably
about
not.
your friend? Your friend who's Saudi 10? I wonder how he's feeling because he at least they got a draw.
Yeah, I think for Saudi, I think I'm a bit disappointed in Saudi because they had that Cape Verde game as the final game. You win that and you
Second in the
qualify,
group.
and they didn't do anything really in that game. So I feel like this group was just about who could just not be that shit overall. And
No, it was. This group was basically whoever got second, whoever were better than each other, got second.
And the fact that second place had 3 draws and not a win, I mean, tells you all about
That
the
says
quality
it
of
all.
this group. Yeah,
And the
they
fact
just
that
weren't good enough.
it's more insane that Cape Verde draw 3 times and go first.
Yeah, well, we tied 3 times and we were third and out. These guys were tied 3 times in second place.
And
yeah,
What
I
kind of
need
group
and I
is
need
this?
to mention this. Uruguay needs to take all their stars away for their back to
Yes.
back.
I don't know
Cut.
where they got
Cut.
those other 2 stars. They
Cut.
they claimed the
They
Olympics.
got it from the
so we
dinosaur
got-
era.
No, they
Yeah.
got
Got
it
it
from
from the
the
dinosaur
Yeah,
era. That's why.
take it away from them. If
From
they
the
miss, if they don't even qualify for World Cup, that's when you need to start stripping them of stars.
well, at least they're in the next round.
At least
regardless.
I heard they canceled their charter
Yeah.
flights, which honestly
Yeah,
they should even
yeah.
they should
Travel
go on a
with-
boat instead. Instead of flying, they should take a cargo boat.
Just travel by land, honestly.
Yeah,
All the way to
travel by-
Uruguay.
Or
Yeah, travel-
Trinidadian gap or something.
It'll
Yeah.
take days, but you'll get there.
Which
I think-
they deserve it. Or
yeah. I think
or
we can
travel
start-
by car, travel by bus.
Should we speak about the next group or
Yeah, next
Yeah.
group, yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
where's Eddie?
I don't know. But
He's
Yeah, I don't know.
probably doing a Uruguay now. Or Italy. Right.
wait, what? Oh,
But yeah, I think we can just say I think everyone like pretty much everyone expected France to beat this
Yeah.
invincible force, and well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they have been. So
Well,
far,
it's
that's what they have.
surprised.
like I
Yeah.
expected more that Norway and Senegal were gonna be more competitive, but
Yes.
mostly Senegal. But I'm actually disappointed in Senegal.
Yeah.
I'm
Senegal,
very dis-
yeah.
But yeah,
with Norway. I'm disappointed because they're cowards against France.
Yeah, they're
because
cowards.
man, they're pussies, man.
Yeah.
They are. We're gonna speak about that, but they're pussies, by the way. They're actually.
They're cowards, man. Because
Yeah.
you could have finished first. You could have played against Sweden and most likely Germany,
But
but
they're
instead
scared
now
of-
you're gonna have
Play
to play
Ivory
Ivory Coast.
You know how hatred has little bro and big bro, like so they are scared of big bro Sweden. They're scared. No way, no, I will be the biggest Ivorian in the knockouts.
Big bro.
You know what's interesting, guys? So yeah, let me give you a quick.
God.
Yeah, let me give my quick thoughts on the Saudi Arabia. Well, Saudi Arabia was just bad, terrible.
Yeah.
The end.
Uruguay, what's there to say? Terrible.
The end.
Yeah.
I want to see what you and rank. It would be interesting.
Yeah, you know what's
Watching-
interesting with Norway, guys? Like, I think I heard this in HH channel. Like, they did an interview on Holland and said, "Holland, do you think you could win? How do you think your match will go against Mbappe?" And said, "Oh, we were gonna lose that game, and France would
That's
win that
shit
game."
mentality.
They're gonna win the
That,
tournament.
They
That's
didn't
just
care about it.
cowardice.
shit mentality. Shit mentality.
That's
I
just
will say-
cowardice.
But I will say, individually, Haaland, like, fair enough. Like, my word, what a tournament he's had. Like what a player, Erling Haaland.
I just feel like I understand that you're probably not gonna win, but you never know. You know, football is a funny sport. The underdogs can get a result. So my thinking for Norway is that I just think it was very stupid for the manager to bench the
It
entire
was just
team.
so cowardice. It wasn't
Well,
just stupid. It was just cowardice.
It's not even like this.
hold
It's
back
not like
then.
this, and it's not like he just benched Haaland. They literally 10 of their starting players they benched.
They
And
treated it like a friendly, basically.
Yeah.
Shout out to
When
Bell,
you
man. He
could
scored a hat
win
trick, man.
when you could win first place, it just made no sense, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
are you
kinda
guys
hope
repping Dembele's hat trick or not? Nah.
no, I mean getting a hat trick is still pretty good,
It's
regardless
still
of
good.
who you beat.
It is very
Like
good.
Fontaine David has a hat trick, and Leo Messi is the other one. So
Yeah.
Dembele is in that company. So I think, and also
I mean-
Dembele. Okay, I believe
And
I'm
also,
pretty sure
dude,
he.
and also, dude-
This is his first
Yeah.
tournament goals at the.
and also,
World Cup.
and also, all three of those goals were world class, despite the opposition. They were all world class.
Yeah, that's true. That's
But
true.
I will say defensively, Norway. I know they made changes, but they are really bad defensively, which is what I expected. They're
I'm
good at
still-
attacking, but they're very
I'm-
shit in defending.
Honestly, even though they just conceded two, I'm still not like this France defense is gettable. You can get at this defense.
Mm,
I think
For me, the issue with the France and it's mainly the fullbacks. Like if you can cook the fullbacks, you have a very good chance. But the issue is Saliba and Upamecano. Or
yeah, that's a very good center back partnership. And then they have Mike
if,
Nunn on goal.
and then
you
they
Mike
brought on
Nunn.
Konate and
Oh
Well,
my
I
god.
think France's fullbacks are weak.
Then also, like for
Yeah,
me,
the
the most
weak-
I think the
most scary-
CDM. I think
for
the
me, the most,
CDMs are.
for me, the
If-
most scary thing, for me, the most scary thing about France is that they have 4 players who can, on their own, win you games, like on their own.
Yeah,
completely.
people think
Dembele,
France is
Dembele,
Dembele FC. No,
Olise.
like there's other players other than not Dembele, sorry, Mbappe. There's other players. That
Barcola
can
off the bench is
Yeah,
actually
Doué.
Cola,
Check
you have Doué, Turkey,
Turkey,
Dembele.
Turkey
Rabiot was good against Senegal.
I
So
wish
I'm not-
Ekitike was there.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
Um,
be surprised if they make the final again with how good their team is. Like
Yeah.
attacking.
And that was
I
a
wish
depleted
I
France
could-
team.
I wish Ekitike was there.
I think
I
France-
wish I hadn't.
oh
I
my
wish I
word,
had.
they don't even have Ekitike. Oh my god.
I wish I had.
I think France are like I think they've been the most dominant nation. I think.
I
Yeah.
wish I wasn't the one facing them. But
Well, too bad. And
Group J, guys.
Senegal,
Oh,
they're
yeah, sure.
lucky. I wouldn't say lucky to be in the knockouts, but
But they're fortunate.
so
If Iraq
Wow.
didn't get
They
that
haven't
red
been
card,
good.
they wouldn't. I don't know if they
They're,
would.
they're lucky that Iraq were really terrible.
yeah.
Iraq, they were
They
just
make
terrible.
silly
defensively.
mistakes in defense. If they were
Childish
better in that, they
mistakes.
wouldn't have lost as bad. To
Guys, I'm
Norway.
going to say this right now. This might be harsh, but Iraq is the second worst team in this World Cup to me.
I think they are the worst team.
Yeah,
I think
they
they're.
have to be.
I think they're worse than Tunisia. I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
looking at I'm just like overall performance. I still think Indonesia's worse, but Iraq is definitely
Yeah.
like
No, but I think they at least like they give France a good game. Like Mbappe, he only
know, right?
scored his 2 goals out of individual brilliance.
I mean, I thought they were competitive against Norway in the first half, but after that, they just fell apart.
yeah.
Also,
Oh,
it's,
yeah, let's
it's
talk
also
about
worth it's also worth noting that Iraq have had a much more difficult group than Tunisia did.
Yeah, that's why I put Tunisia
Yeah.
worse. All right, let's move to Group J, guys.
Man,
Messi,
Messi is
man.
fucking different. Like he is what the fuck is
Messi,
this?
man.
I
Messi,
didn't
he's-
think he was still gonna do all this.
He's
Bro,
still good.
Messi scored 6 goals, and I think Messi scored 8 goals last World Cup.
No, yeah, he scored 8 goals. He's the first ever player to score in 7 consecutive World Cup games.
That's
I
just
mean,
insane.
guys, 6 goals already in this World Cup. We're only just done with the group stage.
He's already broken the goal scoring record too.
I think Mbappe will end up being
Yeah, he
all
will.
time top goal scorer, but I think Messi this World Cup, I think he could end up like topping it.
Yeah, I mean, Argentina, man. For me, Argentina looking very strong. I would say probably the second best team based on the group stage so
Yeah,
far.
I think like Argentina's strategy is basically to sit in a low block, be very compact defensively, and then rely on Messi to bail you out on individual moments. They did that last World Cup and it worked. So I think it can work this time too.
Yeah.
Looking at who they play next, we'll see. But I think Argentina, have been very impressive overall. But I do think it's really messy.
Yeah,
Like you would put Messi as player of the tournament right now. I think
Yeah.
overall the team has been pretty decent. Though again, they all play against the opposition that aren't really that good overall. But the game's the game, and they dropped the group.
And then I want to talk about Austria and Algeria yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
What a
It was
game.
just
What a game.
absolute cinema. It was just
Oh,
absolute cinema. And I was talking to Armand, like I was talking to him on Twitter. Like when Austria scored the third goal, I just kind of laughed. Like I just
Yeah,
kind of laughed.
I already
'cause
knew
was
Iran was up before that game, so I was just laughing when they scored the equalizer.
I kind of laughed and I was like saying, "What the fuck did this? What the fuck did just happen?"
No, but
'Cause
you know what the thing about this game? Also, Algeria was trying to get revenge for 1982. At the end, they were just passing the ball around between their team. Then they waited till the last minute of extra time to score the winner. And then they probably they didn't care to defend enough for Austria.
because they realized they were gonna
Yeah.
face Spain.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, and Iranians are like
crazy.
Iranians like not only did it mean it was a blow for Iran basically.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, the real blow was Uzbekistan blowing their lead to DR Congo. That's kind
Yeah.
of what.
Yeah.
And you know what? Algeria,
Oh, brother.
decent-ish, man. Jordan, you know what? Fair play. Scored in every single game.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Even against Argentina, man.
And Yazan wasn't there for them. He was
But
Yeah.
their set
play.
defending set pieces, man, they're poor. They're
Yeah.
so poor.
Honestly, about that Messi free kick yesterday, he didn't even try to save it. It wasn't even a good free kick. Why is he letting it go in?
Yeah, basically. But you know what? Decent World Cup from Jordan.
Yeah, not bad.
Just
I hope to see them in the next
They
World Cup.
did well for like the first 60 minutes in the first two games, but then they like started to tire out for me. And then they conceded easily like set piece goals to Austria and Algeria.
Yeah,
they
man.
always gas up like 60
Yeah.
minutes.
I
They
think-
always gas up.
I think the problem with with Jordan, I think, is the Al Naimat not being in there because of the ACL,
Yeah.
and I think had he been there, I think. I mean, I don't think it would have changed anything. I'll be real, but I think you would. I think Jordan, they might have gotten a draw from somewhere, maybe against Austria or maybe against Algeria had Al Naimat been there, but because he's Jordan's best player, not Al Tamari. I think it's Al Naimat.
Yeah, Al Namad's the best player. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the Group K, Group L. Let's quickly wrap through these groups. We have to look at the round of 32 real quick. So Group K, man, Colombia, man, top of the group, man.
Yeah.
Way.
Very good game.
I predicted Colombia to finish
Yeah,
first, and I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good performances, I would say, from them.
But
I really
we'll see
like-
what happens.
They just lack a striker.
Yeah, Colombia is just a striker option.
Their
so it's terrible.
strikers are just
And
bums.
a goalkeeper.
No, I think the goalkeeper's
Oh,
decent.
I think
Their goalie is
Vargas
okay.
has been good. Vargas
He's
only
been
could
okay.
see one goal, which was
And
against.
and that's like an
Uzbekistan.
upgrade because
Sorry.
Vargas is a good, decent keeper, but if they can have a world class keeper and like a.
Do you think
world-class-
Vargas is on the level of Spina?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I don't know. Right now, it's worked.
Yeah.
Colombia.
Portugal,
and-
man.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Portugal,
Okay, I want TDS to be with Portugal, man. So TDS win.
Yeah,
Do you think Portugal underperformed?
absolutely. I think going into this tournament, they were expected to be one of the best teams, and I expected to play some of the best football with the midfield that they have. But Roberto Martinez, for me, Mandeep, I don't know if that's a hot take, but for me, he's been the worst manager in this tournament so far. If you take into account performance, actual performance, according to the talent you actually have in your squad.
I think he might be the leaders among the big nations. I can agree with that.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, people will look at Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, and blame him. For me, if you have a midfield of Vitinha, João Neves, and Bruno Fernandes, and you have a manager who makes three world-class midfielders look average, and you're blaming a 41-year-old striker, then that's a bit silly, in my opinion. That's a bit silly. And like, listen, I'm not even going to talk about Ronaldo that much because I don't even think it's a conversation worth having. The striker, it's not the issue. The main issue is the midfield. It's the instructions which Martinez is giving to his players, and like some people are saying, oh, the players have to take responsibility as well. I've watched Bruno Fernandes for years at Manchester United. He's never been like this. He's always a player who takes risks, even when he's at his worst. If he, it's a game where he takes risks, but all of them, like all of those risks, don't pay off. I've never seen him play so safe in my life. So if a player who is no, he has broken a Premier League assist record. He's deservedly become the Premier League Player of the Year last season on the basis of being a risk-taking player. So if he stops taking risks at one of the biggest stages of his career, how can I assume that that's his own doing? I'm going to assume that's a managerial instruction. But for me, it's mainly a managerial issue. I think the winger options have been very weird as well. Neto's been absolutely awesome for all of the games he's played. I don't know why Leao's not starting. He looks good every time he comes off the bench. Gonkachao looks good every time he comes off the bench. I don't know. I think he's got a wide options wrong as well. For me, Roberto Martinez is the main culprit, and I don't know how Portugal will do. Like I don't know how they'll do. You know, they beat Uzbekistan, fine, good result, but it's Uzbekistan against the two other good nations. Against Colombia, they probably should have lost, and against DR Congo, it was a deserved draw. So they've been very underwhelming. They're gonna have to go on and they're gonna have to make an unbelievable comeback if they wanna go deep into this tournament.
Yeah.
I'm worried for them, and yeah, I hope Martinez immediately gets sacked after this tournament.
I think
Yeah, well, we'll see with Portugal because because Ronaldo, man, like it was so good to see him score those 2 goals because I was reading the stat he hadn't scored goals in major international tournaments for quite some time. So it was really
Yeah, and also a stat as well. Messi, Ronaldo, and Laudrup are the only players ever to be their country's youngest and oldest goal scorers at a World Cup.
Are you worried about Ronaldo in the knockout stage, or not really?
I'm not really worried about Ronaldo. I'm worried about the team itself because I don't see Ronaldo. All Ronaldo is a box striker. If you give him service, I think he'll probably score. If you don't, he'll be invisible.
And also, he has
I-
taken, he has shown himself. He takes, he goes between the center backs and the midfield doesn't pass. I
Yeah, I
don't know.
think.
Joao Neves, he was good in the first game.
So like
Vitinha-
just
Vitinha and Bruno Fernandes, they need to stop. They need to stop doing this every time. 'Cause they keep passing the ball. And stop passing it. This is not a passing game. It's a football game. Bruno Fernandes, yes, people expect very highly because he has been Premier League's best player. If you take risks, maybe it won't work one time, but if you keep doing it, maybe it will work out. And Vitinha needs to stop doing back passes because it pisses me off.
Yeah,
Can
it
you-
feels like this
this is not-
Portugal team is just
this is not-
individuals like pushed together and like hope they works out. You know?
Exactly. Like I just think there's no cohesion. And just to answer your question, I'm not worried about Ronaldo because he's a box striker. I'm worried about the service behind them. I'm worried that he's not going to get any service because that's ultimately how Portugal are going to score a lot.
I think starting Joao Felix. I think they should start Joao Felix. I just feel like you need players who can understand players. Right? And Joao, I've been seeing many Al Nassr games with every game this season, and the way Joao Felix understands Ronaldo was very key for Al Nassr. But
All right.
but sorry, Vitinha, you have to improve. Like, if
Oh,
you
yeah, can I,
don't
ask you a
improve-
question? I want to ask my Portuguese fans: why is Leao not starting?
Ask Portuguese fans. They'll tell you.
yeah, we're not Portuguese fans.
All right, do you guys think Leao should be starting? Because I feel like he should be.
Who? Sorry.
Rafael
Leao,
Leao.
Leao, yeah, I think it should be because like every time I've seen him come on, he's been an absolute demon. Like 1v1, taking on players. Is it the final decision making has been a bit poor, but I mean he still scored that wonder goal. It was a fantastic goal against Uzbekistan, and I think he has like a 1 goal ratio or something, like a goal to game ratio. At the
Yeah,
World Cup.
I don't know what he sees in like I don't know what he sees in Felix.
Neto.
Joao Felix, he's not even that good.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah,
realized with Portugal is like their
but
attack looks good on paper, but the reality is not that good.
Yeah, the white players are not very good, and yeah,
like if you start, if you because for me Felix has to start because he
and also
understands.
one thing which is so confusing to me as well is that I don't I like why don't they play counter striking football like against Uzbekistan? It works so well, and
It worked.
even against Colombia, all the good chances they created were from counter attacking opportunities. I don't understand why they
Like
dropped the counter attacking
if
strategy.
if you the issue I have the issue that if you're gonna start Felix, you have to start him behind Ronaldo. But then you have to bench Bruno Fernandez for that to happen.
Yeah. Okay, let's go and talk about DR Congo, guys. DR Congo, man, first ever
I'm
time they made the
happy for
knockout
them.
stage.
Yeah, no,
I'm happy for them.
Yeah,
I'm really happy for them. This is the
Wisa, man.
first World Cup in 52 years. This is their first ever World Cup in 52 years. They got a point against Portugal, and I thought they were a bit unlucky against Colombia. But against Uzbekistan, they showed up, and
Yeah,
they started off very poorly. It was just mental, it was defensive lapses, but Congo did it. Congrats to them, and we'll see what happens against England, I believe, and with Uzbekistan. Yeah, I didn't expect them to do much, to be quite honest, but I thought maybe they would get like a point. And yeah, it's just I hope it's a learning experience for Uzbekistan.
yeah. Yeah, I went to that Atlanta game yesterday, guys. So last night, oh my jeez, it was crazy. There was like so many DR Congo fans in Atlanta. I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. Like, I was really
Did you see
surprised.
Elijah?
Oh wow, a DR Congo game. You was surprised there were DR Congo.
No, like I didn't like. I thought there would be more Uzbekistan fans. Like there wasn't that many. Like there wasn't that many. It was like probably like 85% DR Congo fans. So like it was crazy.
Oh
It was
yeah,
way out.
how did Wisa played? The guy from
Yeah,
Newcastle.
Wisa was amazing, man. Wisa was incredible. He scored a brace.
Woo! I hope he does
Like,
that this season.
he's the
Yeah, I
best player.
thought DR Congo was solid, and yeah, they even had a goal disallowed, which I thought was harsh. That shouldn't have been disallowed, in my opinion. And yeah, I thought DR Congo was great. They made the knockout stage for the first time ever. And for Uzbekistan, they gave it a good go, but ultimately they just
They're
don't have
just
enough.
weak. They are just very weak.
And I just don't understand why they benched the goal. Why they benched Yusupov, and they put the backup goalkeeper. I think the backup goalkeeper is worse.
They have much to learn. I mean, the thing with like, even when Japan made their first ever appearance at the World Cup, they lost every game they played, and that was like once the World Cup got expanded to 32. Obviously, they've improved a lot. So for Uzbekistan, they just have to like look to the future and improve for us because they weren't terrible in every game in this tournament. They gave it a good fight against Colombia and yesterday against DR Congo. So
I just think the Portugal game was the only bad one.
yeah, that was not good.
Yeah. All right. So let's move. Let's finish up with the final group, and then we'll look at the knockouts very briefly.
Before I have to head out, I was just gonna say, with Panama, yeah, Panama didn't do badly. The players, I thought Panama were, they were okay. But again, they just weren't good enough. They were unlucky against Ghana. But they should have been more clinical against Croatia. I thought they were the better side, and then against England, I didn't really watch the game, to be quite honest. I only just watched the highlights, and from what I've heard, Panama, they were good defensively up until the second half, and yeah, 4 goals conceded, but 0 goals. Yeah, it's at least it's an improvement, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, Panama should have could have done something, to be quite honest. But well, I hope it's a learning experience. But for the fans, they were talking so much trash. They were saying that, oh, they're gonna be the best team in Central America. They were gonna surpass Costa Rica's 2014 run. Uh, I hope they learned their lesson, and I hope they're humble from now on.
Okay. Well, before you head off, will you say they did better than 2018 or worse than 2018? I think they did worse.
Yeah, they did better. At least they didn't concede too many goals. Like
Yeah.
they didn't concede too many goals that I thought they were gonna be a mess defensively. But yeah, I mean Christensen, he's a good coach, and I think probably the last yesterday's game is probably his last game because I probably see him leaving most likely. Probably he'll go for a better job. So but with Panama, I thought they were okay. It was just they just need to be clinical. They were just
Yeah,
like
I
Turkey.
think their attack did worse than the last World Cup, 2018.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, they
they're
have
just like
Walker
Turkey.
and Fajardo.
Fajardo, he's just not good enough to be quite
What?
honest. Waterman,
What?
he's washed.
I mean, I watch him daily in the Chilean league. Like he needs basically very good wingers to become good. Like you need to. He's a box striker. But
I didn't understand why Panama didn't call up the guy from Botafogo, Karir Barria. Like he could have done something, and he's playing at Botafogo. I just didn't understand why they didn't call him up. Like
Yeah.
there was just so many questionable decisions by the coach.
instead
But
you pick a CS like a 38-year-old fucking Waterman who plays for
Okay, guys, let's talk about
Yeah.
England and Ghana real quick.
40
yeah,
worse.
So Ghana, man, they made the
Yeah.
knockout stage, first time since 2010. Kiro's ball lives.
Yeah.
I don't think they were. I think they, for me, I think they should have probably beaten England. I thought they were better.
Mm,
I've been more impressed by Ghana this in this group by Croatia.
Yeah, Croatia was very underwhelming,
I
guys.
think Ghana plays. At least they play good attacking football, but they're not clinical, and that's the issue. But
Yeah, guys, are you guys underwhelmed with Croatia? Because I kind of am.
Yeah. I would say so.
I mean, Panama gave them a really tough game.
Yeah, and then England topped the group as expected. And fun
Yeah.
fact for you guys, England have not topped the group in 9 points, and since 1982, I think I read that stat.
honestly, I don't think England were that great. I'm not being surprised. I'm not being really hyped.
Yeah.
You know.
I think one thing to keep in mind is that first time they beat a top 15 ranked nation at a World Cup in 24 years.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Oh, it's a
England
good
could.
game.
I don't. I see England at this game one round more, but I mean this like it's mostly depending on two players, Harry Kane and Bellingham, which mm,
You don't
in
think
a
you
round,
don't think Rashford and Saka can deliver?
nah. Um,
Also,
Um,
I'm sorry, AD, but Gordon, he is so.
he's us.
I know he's garbage.
Thank you, AD.
Oh
Don't thank me, man. Thank Laporta.
yeah. Thank you, AD.
Thank Laporta, man. Okay, guys, let's look at the round of 32 rule. Let's look at the knockout stage.
Dictator, I'm coming for you.
Okay, guys, so let's start with this quad. Let's start with this quadrant first.
Okay.
Wow.
Dictator. I think Netherlands, Morocco is like probably the
We're
toughest
getting-
one to call there.
Yeah, Netherlands, Morocco. I think Portugal, Croatia could be pretty good as well. You know, two.
Yeah, okay. So, guys, I'm looking at this right here, guys. We can get.
No, the first four.
Oh, this could be a big matchup.
Honestly,
Well,
honestly,
obviously, it's a quarterfinal of the World Cup. It is a big
Sure.
match.
Yeah,
No, but I think we could get like a very interesting matchup right there. We can get.
that could-
South Africa against Paraguay. Yeah.
Because you know,
We're
what's
gonna
interesting, guys, Netherlands have been eliminated by Argentina the last 2 World Cups. So this time they won't get eliminated by Argentina unless they meet the make final.
Like, obviously, before this tournament, I wanted to play the team who is on the other side. He plays Japan, but
It couldn't be.
you will play. Yeah, it's gonna be hell. Germany, Paraguay. Germany hasn't looked that great, in my opinion. Paraguay, I think they're missing their both centre backs. If I'm not wrong. But I expect Germany, but I wouldn't be shocked if Paraguay goes for it. Yeah, I think Canada wins. Morocco Netherlands is probably the best game there of those. We play France. Yes, we're gonna lose, but I mean, people think it's gonna be like a 5-0, 4-0.
Okay,
I
guys.
think- Yeah,
Okay, guys, I have an
think
idea. Let's rank the round of 32 games and the round of group stage real quick. Let's do the round of 32 games first. So, what's the best round of 32? I think for me, the best one is Brazil Japan.
yeah, I agree.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Netherlands, Morocco.
Netherlands, Morocco
actually,
second.
do.
No, I'm gonna say that first.
Okay,
I
and
will
then third.
go- I'll go with Cote d'Ivoire, Norway.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
I
let's
think
do top
England,
four. I don't
DR
want to
Congo
rank
could
all
be
the
pretty
take forever.
good.
Let's
You
just do
know.
top four. Okay, is Switzerland, Algeria top four for you guys?
Nope,
Nah.
nothing is interesting about that game.
Okay,
Oh.
Australia, Egypt,
Nope, not interesting.
Nah.
Unless you're from there, but
I'm
not,
looking
Belgium,
at one-
Senegal,
No,
No.
nope, not interesting.
Portugal,
I'm look-
Croatia.
no.
It's all right.
I'm looking at one game, Eddie.
Mexico, Ecuador.
No.
No,
USA,
That
No,
might be
not
so
all.
boring, man.
USA, Bosnia.
USA, Bosnia.
Yes,
Eh,
I think that's gonna be fireworks.
Ooh, South Africa, Canada's top four.
what? South Africa, Canada? I think that's what a way to start off the
For
knockout.
me, the games I'm really looking forward to are Netherlands, Morocco, Brazil, Japan, Ivory Coast, Norway, and probably England and DR Congo. A lot of the other ones don't look amazing, like usually.
I think what is it called? I think Portugal, Croatia could be good.
Yeah,
I still favor
that's the
Portugal on
European
that one.
side.
Honestly,
Yeah. So, okay, Tim, what's your fourth land?
So the top four or top five games, I have Netherlands, Morocco, Brazil, Japan, Ivory Coast, Norway, and I'll go with. Ooh, you know what? Mainly, I know it's not going to happen at all, but I think if this would be the World Cup's biggest upset, it would be ranked number one. It would be the greatest upset of all time if Cape Verde were to knock out Argentina.
Yes.
That would
And
be the
football-
number one biggest
history.
upset of all time.
and football history.
and I think it would be more shocking if we beat France.
No.
God, no.
Come on. Sweden knocking out France. Woo! European team knocks out a European team. Woo!
Yes,
Okay.
but you can look at France. Look at the team they have.
Okay. So guys,
Mbappe. Like, they're an insane team.
Okay, but first of all,
I think
Yes.
if we beat France, I'm very confident in us making the semifinal.
semifinals.
Yes, if
well,
we
you're
beat
going-
France,
look, if you meet up against the Netherlands in the quarterfinal again, you're going to lose
No,
5-1
we're-
again.
no, I don't think.
Oh, they could beat it up again.
No, I don't think. I don't think.
I don't want. I hope we're not. I don't hope. I hope we don't get any repeat of the group stage match in the knockouts, please.
No, I don't think.
No.
I don't have Netherlands beating Morocco. I don't think they can do it.
Okay,
But
so
if we beat France, I think we'll get to the semifinal.
okay, guys. Before we round off, do you guys think we're gonna
And
have
France
any,
is the best team in this.
we're gonna have any
okay.
non-South America, non-European nation in the final eight?
In the what?
And the what?
Final eight.
Japan is
Well, actually, let me see. Well,
Morocco could make it to their
I think
quarterfinal.
Senegal make
Well, they
it.
have it hard.
I think Senegal, USA make it.
maybe.
Only
Okay.
one existing Senegal can make. Well, actually, no, never mind. You.
It's just Morocco's first game in the knockouts is their hardest one because if they beat Netherlands, they just have to play South Africa, Canada. They're easier than Netherlands is. But then I think they go on
I
to the
just hope
quarterfinal.
I want to get all one continent represented into the final eight, but it's probably not gonna happen.
well, I mean, Asia's going.
It's hard with
eliminate
Asia only
by
having
tomorrow.
2 teams in the knockouts.
No point.
I'm looking at a certain team called Mexico. And I'm thinking they're going to play at Azteca.
Oh, I play in Azteca too.
Yeah, they're going to play at Azteca
They have to
with
beat
Ecuador. And then if they beat Ecuador, they're going to play either England or I think they could beat
Yeah.
England. I think they could beat DR Congo. I'm looking at Mexico.
Okay, I think a good one. Can 1 or 2 or heck 3 of the host countries make minimum quarters?
Wow.
Yes or no? Me, I'll say
Yes.
yes. You don't have to say who. I'll say yes.
But I think all three could.
I don't think all three will make the quarters though.
No, dude.
No,
I think
I think
they-
Canada goes down the round of 16.
No, I think Canada could, but it would be very tough.
I think
Yeah,
they
I
don't.
just hope. I just want to get. I just like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what
AD,
happens.
would you rather play Belgium or Senegal?
Probably Senegal, since USA doesn't have a good record against European nations. I'd probably say.
Well, you play Bosnia, so unless you can point where they're on the map.
Yeah, and I need to at first I need to take down the dictator. So
Also, I
let's see.
saw the last time USA beat a European team was coincidentally
Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Yeah, that's
Um,
interesting.
Well, what a surprise!
Yeah.
What I love that people gave me the dictator. I need to take him out. So that's my
On
mission.
the date. Yeah.
Take
Wow.
out the dictator.
So Colombia-Ghana will be the last game for the round of 32 on Friday.
Honestly,
9:30.
I think that Colombia Ghana game is gonna be good.
Or not.
So we'll try to. I'll see if I can do a round of 16 stream. It's this July 4th. Maybe I'll do like early in the morning. I guess.
Honestly,
July
I'm-
4th.
Yeah, I guess. Independence
love-
Day.
I love it's brutal. Like if we beat France, we're gonna play most likely Germany.
Okay, so what were you guys saying? Should we do like a stream like around maybe like 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10 a.m. for that?
What time would that be?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like 2 hours before.
Because the thing is, I could do after this game, but I think it'll be too late for most of you guys, so I don't want to do after this game.
Oh, I'm not going.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late.
for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try to schedule. But I will be on vacation though, so I'm not sure if I'll be able. Let's see how I might be able to do.
Yes. Let's look at the games again.
Yeah. All right,
If-
let's go.
What takes for an emergency stream? What
Okay.
could be the emergency? What could be emergency?
Okay, guys, let's look at the best game for each day. So obviously we only have one game, so we can't choose here. Easily Brazil, Japan. Oh, Brazil get knocked out, man. The thing is, I'm gonna be at work, so it's gonna be different. I won't be able to stream then.
Yeah, like let's look at if oh my goodness, if on Tuesday, we beat.
Wow.
I think Japan might keep it close to Brazil this time, though.
Yeah, so
unlike
like
the other
Brazil,
times
I
we
guess
played
would be emergency on Monday. The France would be emergency on Tuesday.
Would
Wednesday, England.
would England be
them.
emergency?
No, I wouldn't say that's a huge shock. I mean, England didn't look too good in their last two.
Nah, come on, that's a
games,
big job. Man. England getting
But
out
you know what?
That would be
If
bad.
Cape Verde beats Argentina, oof,
Oh, Thursday, and this Austria beating Spain.
Maybe.
would that?
though.
But it's just a European team knocking out a European team.
And then
Honestly-
Friday, Argentina getting knocked out.
That would be probably the
Honestly-
big shock.
Spain, I don't think based on how Spain have been playing, I don't think it would be shocked if they lose.
Okay, guys.
Like,
So
it
let's
would
go
be
ahead and look
shocking,
at the
but-
final comments, and then we're gonna actually before round off, guys. Let's look at the South Africa Canada game. I think the lineups are confirmed. So wow.
Oh my god, shit Polestar. Let's go.
Sith hole.
Red Davis is still not starting.
He's injured.
The Sith Lord is there.
No, he's still injured.
Oh man, I don't.
Oh,
I thought he'd be fit by now.
So
Yeah, I think Canada
You're up
edged
against
this
South
one.
Africa.
South Africa weren't too amazing in the group stage. They just needed to beat a Korea team that wasn't even trying.
I think Canada wins 3-1.
No, I think it'll be like one goal or something. Maybe like 2-1 or 1-0.
Remember, guys, this game will
2-1.
take place in LA, not in Canada.
I mean,
Canada's
well,
not even playing any more of their games in Canada because
well,
they finished second in their group.
But I mean, Canada or what do you call this? Well, the majority of Spain will be Canadian, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. Okay,
Oh,
so
cool.
let's go ahead and look at some interesting comments. We're not gonna look through all because that'll take too much time. I'm gonna look through the most interesting ones. So let's look through. Actually, some comments to look out, read out. So I think we'll probably do this for every stream from now on. I'll probably look at the notable comments. Okay. Let's see. Shout out to you, King Lucky, for being a member 1 month. I'm just playing with Korea. That's
Oh, Lewandowski, here we go to Chicago Fire.
Okay, so I played so bad for his nation. For me, Mexico did not play boring except South Korea game. I think they were just results based. I wouldn't say boring, but they just got the result. Actually, that is pretty much boring.
I think
exactly.
their only good game was against Czechia.
At first, I thought Senegal were AFCON champs, but then I saw Morocco versus Brazil. Then changed my mind. Now that group phase is over, I don't really care. Haiti is like the 2018 Peru of this World Cup.
Nah.
Dang. I don't rate this Brazil, to be honest. This Brazil side is better than Morocco. Sorry, Cunha. I liked it since RB Leipzig is not good as Joe Mario. I do think Brazil gets eliminated by Japan unless Neymar plays at least one half. Brazil overlooking the fact that the last time Brazil won something with Neymar, they relied on club merchant named Everton. Could have called them instead. Nah, Everton's washed. Come on. Let's take over Guler. Let's see. I'm not impressed with USA yet. It was an easy group. Was this an easy group?
Yes, but I mean, everyone was saying the USA were not going to top the group. So how can it
Yeah,
be
everyone
easy?
thought Turkey was going to top the group over them.
Because it was easy. So
Yeah, none of these
okay.
third place games are going to be sniffy 2018 Peru.
Oh well.
Japan
You know, if
has
this was 2018 Iran, maybe they could have made it as one of the best third place teams, but they didn't.
I think if it was
Because
2018,
they're
Iran,
washed.
they'd be second.
Well, Peru was okay in 2018.
If Japan had their key players like Mitoma, Minamino, Kibo, and Endo, do you think they would have beaten Netherlands or top the group? Potentially.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or now Brazil.
All right. The Netherlands have never lost a World Cup match since 2010. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and they haven't won a World Cup since then. I mean,
Yeah. Paraguay, Austria rigged it for a tie, too. 100%. Just want to say Uruguay sucks. Yes. Iran, Scotland, ball jobs. Iran has the same kit for the past 3 World Cups. Wait, is that true?
No, I mean the last World Cup, it's basically the same jersey they had now, but they didn't have like the face of the cheetah on the side. They just literally added that on. That's it. They had the same jersey since like 2022, but then they just made that last minute thing.
Uruguay, the dirtiest team in the World Cup. Yeah, Uruguay played really dirty football. Like if my Luis Suarez, Uruguay's not the same. Do you guys hear? I forgot to mention this when we were talking about Uruguay. They haven't. I think they had like only won one match since 1974 without Suarez. I think I read.
Yeah, I saw.
I
Yeah.
think so.
All right. Bielsa's a double agent. Egypt should tie New Zealand. That UE ref helped Egypt out. Nah, I think that was fair. I will say the second goal should never count in my opinion, but the corner was fair. That was a fair goal. So 2-1. I mean, 2-1 still Egypt still wins. So, but yeah. All right. No, it's gonna be pure UEFA in the last 8. That's not even possible. Actually, no, it could happen. Actually, never
It
mind.
could happen, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So, anyways, like I said, guys, hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. Remember, guys, like and subscribe. Any final thoughts from you guys before round off? How this is 2 hours, man. But you know, we had it on stream a long time, so I guess.
Yeah.
And Boobies and Butu, I'm coming for you.
And by the way, my round of 32 predictions will be coming out. It'll probably come out probably during the South Africa Canada game. So.
Dictator against dictator.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.